this theme to avoid copyright. I created this theme to avoid copyright. I created this theme to avoid copyright. Welcome to Grandpa's World. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, there he is. Yeah.
Wow, man. Where's Mike J? He disappeared over
I don't know. I guess I'll bring the knucklehead in. I guess.
Okay.
There we go.
All right.
You spent somebody just turned down your street. We can see out your window. Yeah.
Where?
There's a window behind you. I just saw a car turn.
Oh, yeah. Because we're a corner property, too. This is a corner property.
You're like me and Murr, got a lot of sidewalk.
That's right, man. See, me and Grandpa own the block we're on. It's just me and him, and we got the whole block. So we got
I know.
We got a lot of surface area that we cover.
As it should be.
Behind me, I got some. They're good people, but they're weird. He's got the squirrel lady behind him.
Yeah. I just talked to her. She hurt herself, man.
Oh, she got hurt?
Yeah. Yeah, she was watching her dog, and she lost her balance and fell and hit her ribs right on the tub. Cracked 3 ribs. Yeah, she's pretty ornery over there.
That sucks.
Yeah, not the old lady, the young lady. Well,
okay.
Young relatively to the old lady.
You're not talking about her mom. You're talking about her.
Oh, yeah, not the mom. Yeah.
And then we don't talk about the lady across the street because she might hear us. So
she's probably watching. She's probably got binoculars hanging out in the bushes. If they haven't vacuumed the fucking street yet this morning.
I know. Well, you haven't. You keep your blinds open. She can spy on you. I'm in the basement. She can't see me at all.
Yeah, I don't. She's. So many times I've been out there sitting on the porch talking to somebody, and we'll see her over there hiding in the bushes and trying to hear what we're talking about. God forbid.
Well, the other day, my wife was out there walking. Was out there smoking, and these little kids were chasing a dog because it got away from them. It was their dog, and it got away from them. John yelled at him, "Hey, what are you doing? Trying to catch this dog? Is it your dog? Yeah. Are you sure? Dude, that's the first time I've seen him act crazy."
Yeah, dude, I've been here for 20 years now, 21. And I've never seen him really get weird about anything. But her, it's a different story. Well, the only thing he's weird about is going out and mowing his lawn 7 times a week. And like I said, like sweeping the street and stuff. It's a little annoying to everybody else on the block, like, what are we supposed to keep up with you or what,
And he's looking he's been looking crazy these days. He's let his beard come in. His hair's getting long. He's trying to be like us.
I think that's it, man. Because he, first many years I was here, he was super clean cut. And then he retired and he let his hair grow out. And now he's looking like Bob Weir or something from the Grateful Dead. He's still, I think he's pretty cool. I gave him a bottle of vodka a couple years ago. Well, damn near 20.
I got my yard sign today for the no data centers.
Yeah, I heard they're going ahead with it. And it's meta too.
But we'll see. We'll see. But I got the sign, but I don't want to put it out until I'm done with I got to do my leaves, So I don't want to put the sign in the ground and then Saturday pull the sign back up, do all that. So I'm going to wait until Saturday when
Yeah, dude, and it's a meta data center. I didn't know that. I'm not gonna any of that.
Well, the ladies that I talked to today said that it's actually not completely a done deal yet, but they think it could still be stopped, but they don't know for sure. It's gonna.
Man, they're seeing those dollar signs, man. That's just gonna raise our friggin' electricity cost up beyond all belief. I can't.
The city. The problem is the city wants that quick, easy pay because they own the property. So they'll get, if they pay, $150 million for the property, the city gets that money all right away. They're not thinking about the long-term effects it's going to have on all of us, 10 years from now.
Right. In the increased energy costs, they said that
Hold on. There, I had my music kicked back on for some stupid ass.
That's why I freaked out there for a minute, man.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, this is...
I forgot fucking Spotify was still open, and these stupid headphones, when you touch them just in the right way, they're those you could touch them and shit, so it made it hit play
like
for
makes
me.
your play, it makes play, pause, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so I had to stop it. But they they want that payday, and a lot of people are saying, because it's so contaminated, it's expensive to clean up, and I get that. But that's the city's fault. They should have not let GM just up and leave and not clean up after themselves. They couldn't stop them from leaving, but they could have took them to court or something to get them to clean their shit. You know what I mean?
Well, I think they paid and had the building tore down, but they weren't concerned about the ground at all. So,
right. So
I'm just afraid what kind of signals, is that thing going to be giving off like some kind of weird radiation all over the place, or what the hell, man? Like
it's gonna make your dick shrink, dude.
Shit, it's gonna go in reverse then. Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
mine can't possibly get any smaller, so I don't think I'm gonna have a problem. But you, I don't know.
No, I'm, whatever. I'm in negative numbers over here, so shit, I'll just turn straight into a chick or something.
I mean, I'm married. It's not like I use mine anymore anyway. You know what I mean? So
you're using it more than me, man. Oh shit! I ain't seen a cooter since 2019, man. I don't even know if they look the same anymore.
I'm sure you've seen one, just maybe somewhere else.
Not in real life. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
You got me beat. Holy shit.
Shit. Well, shit, man. You got to get out there and get some cooter, Mike.
I should. It's been since 2010. That's a long stretch, man. That's a long very
stretch.
long. Very long.
So I guess I shouldn't tell you guys I got laid yesterday afternoon then.
I mean, you always do anyway, so.
You lucky son of a bitch.
It's all right, man.
Why didn't you mention that on the show last night? That could have been why you might have. You said you felt a little off. Maybe that's why, because
he depleted the energy level to his brain, man. He wasn't thinking correctly.
A little afternoon delight, if you know what I mean.
That's right, man. That's right.
But
I'm trying to think. I had hamburger helper yesterday, so.
What kind did you have?
Well, I had the best kind, man. Tomato basil.
I haven't tried that one. Is it?
Yeah. Oh my god, it's the best one.
Because I like my favorites are I like the Mexican one, the taco, whatever they call it, or Mexican.
That's not bad. Yeah, I'll give that. Yeah, I'll do it.
I like the even though my wife makes better lasagna, you've had it, but I do like their lasagna isn't bad for when you need something.
Their classic lasagna is good. I don't like the Ford cheese at all, man.
No, the classic
cheese. Yeah, the Ford cheese, it just tastes like a mess. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird.
And I like the
really went downhill too.
I like the stroganoff one.
I like it, but it's went downhill.
And I like the stroganoff one that has the potatoes instead of the noodles.
Yeah. The stroganoff au gratin or whatever it's called. Yeah. Or, something to that effect. But
now I don't know how you feel, but I love tuna helper. You like tuna helper, or are you not?
I'll have tuna helper about once a year. What about you, Mike J? You're a bachelor,
Never had hamburger helper. I eat you know what I've started eating a lot of like plant-based stuff.
That's okay.
I eat beef and stuff still, but I've been trying to like health it up a little bit somewhat.
I'll tell you why he's I hate to pick on him, but I can't. I have to do it because it bugs me.
Please
I think the reason he's single is because he has pumpkin lattes delivered from Wawa.
Oh my god! Well,
But
I
I
get
don't
it.
know. I
Oh,
know. I mean, like I said, this is the only year. I guess I didn't say this yet, but it's the only year I haven't got my pumpkin spice latte creamer. They usually have
oh,
it at Sam's, but they didn't have it this year.
son of a
So
bitches.
I had pumpkin spice pretzels. They were dipped
Ooh,
in, like you get a pumpkin bar and it's got that
ooh,
white icing on the
yes.
top. It's
Yeah, it's like
pretzels,
cream
real thin
cheese.
pretzels, dipped in that
Oh,
white frosting with
oh,
pumpkin spice drizzle all over the top.
oh,
Oh,
God, I need it now.
oh, they got it at Sam's. I think they're gonna have
Oh,
it till Thanksgiving. So
oh.
yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Wawa's already done with their pumpkin spice
Well, shit,
coffee
we all know
because,
pumpkin season goes to Thanksgiving.
well, yeah, but these
Or-
people like Wawa here just like they're done. Like now it's their holiday blend. Like this morning I got their
Oh
holiday
yeah,
blend.
they gotta squeeze out every penny of the Christmas dollar they can. So
Yeah, well,
yeah.
the thing is that'll be gone like Christmas Eve. That'll be the last day you can get that because then they move. I don't even know what they do and after
And
that.
I
But
gotta. What is that? What? Valentine's Day is next after Christmas,
yeah,
or
that would
Martin
be the
Luther
next
King Day.
day.
I don't think they got a special drink
I
for that. So
Yeah, I mean coffee's already black, so what are you gonna do?
yeah, yeah, I
Yeah, I don't.
suppose.
Well, all I know is I don't get this pumpkin thing with you people. I like pumpkin pie, and that's probably about it.
It's
There's
so
other little
good.
pumpkin things that I've had that were okay, but it's mainly just I love pumpkin pie.
It's yeah, I love pumpkin pie too, man. I love
Hmm.
pumpkin spice. I like a little sweet potato pie too, man. I was surprised I actually liked that as much as I did, but yeah, I can only have like I said, I usually get that bottle of pumpkin spice latte, but this year they didn't have it, so I just had one this year. So,
Ah.
and I can't handle it too much. After that bottle is gone, I'm good on pumpkin for the entire year. So,
Yeah, well, I'll have to take a look around. Maybe I can find something that's
See,
uh,
the thing that I crave all year round that comes in the holidays for me is the fucking eggnog. I love
yeah,
eggnog.
never
eggnog's
never
good,
had
man.
it. Never had it. I eat eggs. I love eggs, but eggs in nog form, I don't
It's
see it.
good, man. It's good, especially
Yeah.
you put a little liquor in there. It's all
What
See,
right.
I,
what is
I
it?
I don't go the liquor
Yo,
route.
yo. Speaking of liquor, I do have a bottle that someone actually drank half of it, but there's like about half left. I'm gonna try to nurse it as much as I can. Pumpkin spice vodka,
Jesus Christ, I don't think I could do it. I
dude.
don't think I could do it.
It. Okay, so I have to try it with because I have like just because I drink seltzer water a lot, so I have like plain seltzer water. I want to try it with that because what I did was I got like iced tea, like unsweetened iced tea, which I will drink that for some reason, but I put it in like the unsweetened iced tea and I went to drink it and it like ugh. So
Yeah,
I didn't have any
yeah.
sugar. I had like Splenda packets. So I dumped like 5 Splenda packets in there and then I could get it down and it was okay.
That's
But oh,
trying to think like what you know what you ever have vanilla Coke?
yeah,
No, it's a
a
vodka.
while
I
ago.
I take it back. I was thinking like a vanilla Coke and the pumpkin spice
The,
vodka might be good, but I don't think so because it's
no?
vodka. No, it's because it's vodka. It might. I don't think it would mix very well.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to figure out like some that's why I want to try the seltzer. I don't know because it's weird because I mean I tried to drink it straight because when my cousin gave it to me I was like, "Oh, I was like it's pumpkin spice vodka. That means it's pumpkin flavored vodka. So I'll be
Yeah,
able to
so you can
drink
just
this
take a shot.
straight." Yeah,
Yeah, but
bad idea.
Yeah,
Bad
drinking straight
idea.
vodka, no matter what it is kind of. I tried it once, tried to be cool. Yeah, I just gave a bottle of that to my mom today, man. I
I
got
don't
2
taste the
bottles.
difference.
I taste a slight difference only because I had regular vanilla Coke and the holiday Coke back to back. That shit I
Okay,
like.
Wait, whoa, they have a holiday Coke?
Yeah, it's called Holiday Vanilla Cream Coke.
Oh, sweet mother.
Yeah, I think it
yeah.
tastes like a Coke float. It's
I guess because I haven't had vanilla Coke in like months. I didn't taste it. I can't taste the difference. To me, it just tastes like regular vanilla Coke. Maybe I should go buy a vanilla Coke.
with a little extra cream. I think it's less bitey than regular vanilla Coke. I could taste the creaminess of it, man. Creamy.
Damn. See, if
Such
I
a
had my
weird,
phone, I
such a
would go
weird
on and I would try
word.
to order it right now.
Creamy.
It's really good. If you like vanilla Coke, I like it. You should
I,
Yeah,
go
dude,
on
I
your
really
get
like
on
it a lot.
get on your app after the show's over and have you
yeah.
a Wawa deliver it to you.
Man,
I
yeah, I get
want.
everything delivered from Wawa these days. It's Grandpa's fault, man.
So
You
wait,
got
they
me
do
hooked
Well,
on
have
that shit.
Wawas in Wisconsin.
no,
You're
he's
talking
just
Walmarts?
no
Oh,
Wawa. That's the name of the. It's a
oh, I thought you
convenience
got.
store.
I thought Wawa was like just a
No, no,
weird
no,
way of saying Walmart, man. All right, yeah.
Oh,
no. They
no,
actually
they
have
Never
a.
have
heard no
Walmarts here,
Wawas,
but
dude.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Got a
called
Wawa
Wawa.
pedal,
Yes.
little
Literally.
Wawa guitar pedal. It can't be as
Hey,
good, man. You got to tell your wife, dude. I will give her money.
mhm.
I will give her money. Casey's had literally one of the best things I've had in years. Somebody brought me one from Casey's, and I am stupid hooked. It
What
they
is it?
have they have peanut butter and jelly cookies, man. Get this, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's a peanut butter cookie that's got Reese's Pieces in it, right?
oh,
But you bite into it and it's stuffed with grape jelly.
oh.
And my buddy, I'm like, oh, cool, a peanut butter cookie. And I ate into it. I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, motherfucker, there's jelly in this motherfucker. And it was the best cookie I've had in years. And when he told me it was from Casey's, I said, man, I'm gonna be bugging Grandpa on this one.
Yeah, here it is. Wawa.
Ah, yes. There we
That
go.
is amazing, man.
Now,
Yeah, it's their quick trips. So that's
yes,
yeah.
yes.
I'm glad you cleared that up, man, because I thought
Yeah.
that was how the cool people said, man, I'm gonna get some from Wawa, man, from the
No,
Walmart.
no, no.
Gotcha.
See, now this is how you're going to produce Rabbit and Red, and that's brilliant. You're going to just bring up
Yeah.
shit that we're talking about, and that's
Yeah.
Well,
great.
yeah. Like, you know what would make everybody feel good right now?
What?
Vanna White. Vanna White. Would you like to see Vanna White?
Ah,
Let's see Vanna White, man.
Vanna White.
I
I
ain't
just
seen
saw her
her.
the other night because I watched
Look at
Wheel
that
of
butt,
Fortune.
dude. All right, we're
Yeah.
gonna get
Come
taken
on
off
now.
YouTube, but holy smokes.
Yeah,
Did
it's
you?
not pornographic, so it's
You've
okay.
seen her Playboy, correct?
I'd like to
I
solve
got
the
that on
puzzle, Pat.
Facebook.
I'd like to
Oh
solve the puzzle, Pat. It's boing,
yeah.
boing.
There you go.
Yeah, it was a big deal when we were growing up, man.
But yeah, I'll tell her. I'll get you some. I think
Yeah.
they come in a pack of two. No, a pack of one. They make good cookies over at
Man,
Casey's. I recommend.
everything I've had at Casey's has been unreal, but this was a whole new level of excellence, man. I'd never had a cookie like that before in my life.
I loved them. She loves them too. They're very fragile though. They're a very fragile cookie.
Yes. Yeah,
It's all
I
that
had to
jelly.
handle it with care or it breaks apart, and
Yeah.
it's like it's just got a real thin layer of jelly in the middle, and that blew my fucking mind, man.
Mm.
Pardon my French. Can you bring
But I did.
Vanna White up again for a minute?
Whoop. Hold on. Yeah, she's right here.
Ah.
Boing.
This is like a neighbors
didn't-
talking shit reunion. I'm just like,
it's okay, man. Yeah, we haven't done this in a while, man. But yeah, well, when neighbors talking shit, we have a structured list that we go off. Though we got a structured topics that we discuss.
I have a top 5 list for you right now.
Okay.
Top 5 boings.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll
There,
start it. We'll
there we
do
go.
off the cuff. Off the
Vanna
cuff.
White. Vanna
All right.
White.
That's 5. All right. We're gonna bounce
Listen-
now. We got to bounce back and forth. So
Okay,
there's a little
okay,
bit of
okay.
discussion.
Okay.
You're gonna go with Vanna White. I'm gonna go with Bandcamp Girl.
All right.
Ooh.
All right.
What's her name, man?
Allison Hannigan.
Allison Hannigan. Oh my God, something about that girl just.
She's a firecracker.
Oh my God, she just drives me nuts. How beautiful she is, and I love her
My
personality.
Yeah.
My number
Vanna
4.
White. Okay.
My number 4 is gonna have to be Alyssa Milano.
She
Number
got her
4
breast implants removed.
Number
That's
4 is
okay.
tied with me as well with Alyssa Milano. When I was a child, I saw Alyssa Milano in Commando. So I was the same age as her. So it wasn't like I was creeping on a kid.
Right.
She was my age. She was mine and Grandpa's age. So, I had my little 80s action hero kid, messing with my puberty kid. So I was very obsessed with Alyssa Milano. I used to tape an hour-long episode of Who's the Boss for 2 minutes of Alyssa Milano every week. And
It's worth it.
I'd watch that whole damn show, and then I'd keep rewinding when she was on. So I remember asking God, please send me a girl like Alyssa Milano someday. I was sad on my porch at my parents' house, begging God to give me an Alyssa Milano. He kind of did for a little while. Then he broke my heart. Fucker. Anyway, 3.
My number 3, Brooke Shields.
Ooh, pretty baby.
I can't agree. She never did it for me, man.
Ah, that
She never did it
sucks.
for me, man. But you know what? Here I am, a gigantic dude with a white beard. It's not like I'm going to turn down Brooke Shields. Definitely an attractive woman, but didn't do it for me, man. I don't know why. She wasn't my thing.
Well, who's your number 3?
Marissa Tomei.
Oh yeah.
I'll give you that.
Her biological clock is ticking.
Yeah, but she still looks damn good as a clock. You know what I'm saying? Her biological clock is ticking, but she ain't drying up, man. She's still hot, dude. She don't age. She just, goddamn. Marissa Tomei. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I bought this movie called Slums of New York.
I know it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there's some really crazy stuff in there, like, Natasha Lyonne masturbating, Marissa Tomei buck naked through like a bunch of the movie. So it's a weird ass drama movie, but it's full of some very beautiful stuff. So yeah, and I even like her as Aunt May. It was kind of a weird choice to put her as Aunt May, but I'm down with it. Is it? That's right, Aunt May, right? That's not Aunt B, was it?
No, I think Aunt May.
Yeah, I think
Peter
you're right.
Parker's aunt.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who's Aunt B then?
That's Andy Griffith, I think.
That's
Yeah, Andy Griffith.
Yeah, my dad's called in. Sorry, you hear something going on. I'll have to give him a call back later. He's always calling me about something. So what's your number 2, man?
My number 2 is gonna have to be my number 2 and my number 1 were actually in a movie together. Okay. So once I tell you who Once I tell you who my number 2 is, you'll know who my number 1 is. Jennifer Jason Leigh is my number 2.
Oh, I think I
Yeah, I think
know.
what is it, single white female or something was she in that?
She was also in the movie with my number 1 pick, which I'm just gonna go ahead and give you because it's gonna, because you'll know as soon as I tell you they were both in Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Oh, of
Just
course.
forget it. She's
Yeah.
my number 1 too, man. We'll just get it
Yeah.
out of the way. Don't even say it because we got to have a discussion about her. She's everybody's number 1. So here's the deal, man. My number
I
2,
wore that VHS out.
we all did, dude.
Hmm.
I still dream about her to this day. Jesus H. Christ. My number 2, another one that falls in line with our number 1. And they were kind of competing beauties back in the day. And this chick is like we'll say it, Phoebe. They
Mhm.
disappeared. Well, to my knowledge, they did anyway. My number 2 was Mia Sarah.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, she was in Legend and Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Those
Yeah,
were
she
her
did
2.
just.
Yeah.
Well,
she
no,
kinda
you know
just
what?
disappeared.
She was in something recently. She was in that Stephen King adaptation, that The Life of Chuck.
Oh yeah, I haven't
She
seen
played the
that yet.
grandmother. She
Isn't
was
that
in that.
isn't that sad? Well, we're all
Yeah,
grandpa's here, so
Yeah.
we were
really.
bound to be grandpa level someday.
Yeah, but no, it is sad. But
We got to
yeah.
give it up to number 1, the Queen. It's so funny that we both had her at number 1.
Yep,
Phoebe
Phoebe
Cates.
Cates, man. Every
Phoebe
time I hear
Cates.
every time I hear her moving in stereo, all I see is her
Movie
boobs.
stereo. Yeah, you can't. It's one of the greatest movie scenes of all time.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's Christy Swanson. What was she in?
Buffy the Vampire Slayer,
Oh yeah,
1992
wow, she's
movie,
very hot too.
and
But if you could
Deadly
tell,
Friend.
there's a running theme with mine. They're all brunettes.
Hmm.
They're
Yeah,
all.
brunettes are the way to go. Blondes,
Yeah.
yeah.
My
Yeah.
first
I
girl,
have
my first
in
girlfriend was like a cross between Alyssa Milano and Phoebe Cates and a goth queen. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
sweetheart.
I was skinny back then, though. I wasn't a fat dude with a creaky neck back then. So, but what were you
Christy
gonna say?
Swanson looked young, but she was born in '69, so we could see. Me and Murr have to be careful. Like if I say, "Oh man, that I had the hots for that girl who played Topanga," they'd be like, "Well, how old were you in the '90s?"
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So we have to we can talk about the kid. We had crushes on girls in the '70s and '80s, but once you cross a certain threshold, we have to stay. We don't need to be on anybody's list.
Well, we can
Yeah.
pretend that you have the hots for her now because
She's good
legal
looking
now, so we're
now.
okay. Yeah, she is.
Yeah. I always like
But
Stevie Nicks has got to be on that list. She's the
Mm.
one.
we all
blonde.
know. But we all know when we were introduced to Phoebe Cates, she was already legal anyway. She was playing a teenager, but
But she was.
I didn't know that at the time. I didn't know nothing about laws. So when I literally thought for a small window of time that Phoebe Cates was a teenager until someone was like, dude, she's an adult. I was like, no. They were like, dude, if she was a kid, they would all be in jail. And that's when
She wouldn't be naked or topless.
that's when I was introduced to those laws. I didn't know there were laws like that. I was young. What the fuck did I know? You don't care about that kind of thing. You see a hot chick when you're a little boy and you're like, oh.
Yeah. Well, dude, Fast Times at Ridgemont High was the first sex scene I ever saw. So that movie, when I hear Joe Jackson, or is it Jackson Brown? I get it mixed
Jackson Brown, that's
It's Jackson
it.
Brown.
Yeah. She's gonna be somebody's baby. Yeah,
It was an awkward sex scene too. Your first sex scene was awkward.
Just under a bridge somewhere. She didn't want it. Well, she did, but she didn't. She was kind of confused and all that.
Well, it made it feel real.
Yeah, everything made it feel real. And then there was when she slept with the dude, like the dude, the ticket scalper guy.
Mm-hmm.
That was weird too, man.
I mean, movies that try to go with the realism, where you're like, okay, I can see this happening, are like really good. Like, I wasn't a fool back in the day. I knew there was something up. That John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John were definitely not high school age. I even
Yeah,
knew, I was like,
yeah.
wait a minute, this is a little. They don't look right,
And, but
But,
that's how it was back then, though. God,
right.
Olivia's got to be on there too, man. Like, it's weird how my taste changed. When I was a little kid, I knew I liked women because Stevie Nicks and Olivia Newton-John would make me tingle. You know what I'm saying? Like, get a little tingly feeling in my mouth and feeling all lightheaded when I saw them and shit. And yeah, very cute stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What
But
about you, Mike J? What are your boings?
Oh, geez, I don't. Oh, geez, I don't see. I don't have like numbered lists like you guys do.
Gotcha,
But
gotcha.
Danielle Harris is definitely one because I have her pants.
Who's
Um,
that?
let's see.
Who's that? Who's Danielle Harris?
She was well in Halloween 4 she was the little girl, but then in the
Oh
Rob
yeah,
Zombie she
shit,
was
dude.
Annie Brackett.
Was
Yeah.
just talking about her today. She doesn't age. She
No.
still looks. She still looks good. Have you seen Hatchet? You like the Hatchet movies?
Yeah, no, I've yeah, except for two. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I saw those. I liked
Was she in part two?
she was in 2 and
Yeah.
3.
three.
What are the other ones?
3 was good. 2 I just thought she was crying the whole time and I didn't like that.
Yeah.
That just bothered me.
Right.
Um,
Right.
I do like Jessica Biel.
Beal's
Fucking
good.
Texas Chainsaw 2003 that remake when she's in that
That's
fucking
got a
white
very
t-shirt
hot
the whole
butt
time.
scene. You know, Jessica
Mm.
Biel has a very nice behind.
And you and,
Mhm.
and you were a teenager in the '90s, so it's safe for you to say Topanga.
Well, yeah, she would definitely be on there because back in those days, yes, Boy Meets World, TGIF. Oh boy, was that TGIF for me.
And any
Um,
of the girls from Saved by the Bell are safe for you too.
I love Kelly Kapowski.
There
And
you
then
go.
Yeah,
fucking
God was good.
Showgirls. Showgirls got me. And that was the best with Showgirls now because I was 16 when that was released on VHS. And back in those days, I would rent the VHSs and I would copy them. So my parents rented that because my one friend was like staying over for the night. And, I guess my parents said, you can watch it, but I think my mother had to watch it with us.
Oh, that's awkward.
Yeah.
So we were in the same room. Me and him were on like a couch, and she was on like a recliner on like the other side of the room, and we sat there and we watched it. And then I think I still recorded it. They didn't know that I recorded it, but I think when they went to sleep, I snuck because I had a dual deck VCR at the time, so I was recording them that way. So I think I snuck and I taped it anyway. But yeah, so there was that one.
God, those were the days.
Sh- Showgirls is the one movie that makes me feel like a fuddy duddy. It makes me feel like a dad because when I saw it, I was like disappointed in her. Like she was on Saved by the Bell, dude. Like
Right, right. And she
Yeah,
sold her soul for the pornographer.
she
right. So
was
I was this.
she was rebelling.
I was upset. When What's Her
I
Face went over to Beverly Hills 90210, I was okay with it because
mm,
she was kind of a bitch on you know on
Saved by the
Saved
Bell,
by the
yeah.
Bell, but when she so I was like, okay, I wasn't, but but she was actually, she kept her clothes on and this, that, and the other. Kelly, man, Kelly was a
mm,
stripper. Shame. Zach
She
would be
sold
bad.
her.
You know?
She tanked her career right when it started, pretty much. No,
Yeah.
I got a funny story with Showgirls. I
Well,
just had moved into my own apartment, moved out of my parents' house, and the first movie I rented
Hmm.
was Showgirls on VHS, and I think I watched it like fucking 4 times in a row in 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very. Everybody said it was bad. I didn't think it was bad.
I didn't think it was bad. I was like, wow, this is one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, me too,
I
man.
I understand young actors and actresses. They don't want to get pigeonholed into certain roles, and I understand that. But you have to make a gradual change. You know, the chick who played Kelly totally went from being, Saved by the Bell to a fucking whore. Like, it was like no little in between. She pulled a. The last time I saw this was with that JoJo Siwa chick. She fucking went from being a good little girl to being a weirdo. So it's like, I get you don't want to be, you don't want to be stuck in that rut where no one wants to hire you because you were that good girl and this, but she should have done it. If she had done a slow change over time,
Mhm.
mellowed in when Showgirl and then eventually did something like Showgirls, I don't think it would have affected her as bad. But and also too, when you do a kid show like Saved by the Bell or something like that, which was a good show for what it was,
Mhm.
but it was still a kid show. Not everybody can be a kid actor and be an adult actor because you find out when they get older, oh man, they suck. You know what I mean? Like it's a cute kid, it's a cute teenager. Oh, look at them, they're so cute. And then they become adult actors, and you're like, well, that was a shitty ass movie. So that's why she should have done it. I think she jumped too far. She should have taken baby steps to get where she got. Maybe she'd still be acting. I don't know.
Kind of like Miley Cyrus. She kind of
Yeah.
tested the waters with the whole Hoey thing, and but it seems like Hollywood does that to those girls. I mean, you look at Christina Aguilera and
Mm.
Britney Spears was always kind of sexualized to begin with, but Miley Cyrus and a lot of them. But yeah, Showgirls, awesome. What else? What else you got, Mike J?
Hmm. Oh, damn. Let me think here. There's gotta be
Such a
yeah.
For such a Halloween nut, I'm surprised he hasn't thrown out fucking Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck her. Oh, not the hermaphrodite. Nope, nope, nope.
see, everybody says that, but I don't see it, man. You see her boobies in Trading Places,
No.
and man, I
Yeah,
think
but no,
she's
no, no.
100% a woman.
This is a micro dick. So it's there, but it's micro. I think it's like her clit is a micro dick. That's what it
Who
is.
knows, man?
And
I
She's
like
fucking,
like
Jamie
my
Lee
yogurt.
Curtis. I'm sorry.
do you?
I think she's good looking.
I
Person,
just
All
can't
right.
stand that she's full of herself. She drives me nuts.
my
Yeah,
only
she's
issue
still
Ruined
with
good
Halloween.
my only issue with Jamie Lee is I'm a long hair kind of guy. I don't really have a thing for
Yeah,
women
I
with short
agree.
hair.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm more long hair myself too.
But when she wears long-haired wigs and stuff, she's still, for her age, man, she's not doing too
Yeah,
bad for herself.
yeah,
Hmm.
very.
I think she looks better now than when I used to see her back in, the 70s movies. I think she looks better now, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's because I'm old now too, but I just think she looks better now than she did then.
But do you like the gray hair now, though?
Yes, I like the gray hair.
Yeah, I could see
Yeah, I'm
that.
okay with it, I guess. But
I like a woman with gray hair as long as it's not, it's as long as she's, good looking. I mean, Betty White was cool with her gray hair, but she wasn't, no one, I have never heard a man ever say, ooh, that Betty White. Ah, never. Not even back in the day.
yeah.
I never heard my grandfather on the couch. Betty White, man, that Lou Grant's a great show. That Betty White's a hotter. No one ever said that, so.
Now Betty White did look pretty good back in the day, though. Like when she was younger,
Yeah,
she took care of herself.
yeah.
You know who's never looked good even when they were younger, but
Who's
is
that?
like one of the best actresses of all time? B. Arthur.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
I
B. Arthur
agree.
was a badass, though. B. Arthur she was like a tank driver and shit, man.
She
Yeah.
just gave off total bitch vibes. I'm so like she
Yeah,
just
and I
did.
guess she was a really sweet person, though. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
she was hilarious. I love Maude. I love Golden Girls. I love those. And one of her best friends in the world was Murder She Wrote lady. They were like the closest of friends. But
Yeah.
I brought this up to my wife the other day, and let's let this sink into you guys' heads too. All right.
Mhm.
When it comes to actors and actresses, a lot of them get in trouble these days. And then we go back and we see these documentaries and we see these stories about how life was like in Hollywood. There was a documentary, you can find it on Tubi. I can't remember the name, but this guy owned a gas station. And he was a very popular gas station in Hollywood because he was a Hollywood pimp. He would find same-sex people for gay Hollywood so they could have fun. But he owned a gas station. But that was, he was a rich man, but he wasn't an actor or a producer, but he
Right.
owned gas station. And when Hollywood stars, so he knew all the big stars because he found them, people to have sex with of their same sex. And then I'm remembering all this, and I looked at my wife one day and I said, I wonder if Angela Lansbury and B. Arthur and some of these people like Betty White that we love to death were freaks, and we just don't know it.
Yeah, like that's a weird picture to be painting, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But I mean, if everybody see that's what I'm saying. Everybody nowadays swears that Hollywood is so evil and disturbed. So that means Betty White, B. Arthur, Angela Lansbury, fucking the Waltons people, all these people are just crazy pervs. And I can't picture it. I can't picture the grandmother in the Waltons going down on some teenage girl. I just can't do it. But according to that's what I'm saying. People need to stop generalizing these days. If you know someone's a scummy person, then they're a scummy person. But don't say, "Oh, that's Hollywood for you," because they're not all that way. They just can't be. They just can't be. I refuse to think about B. Arthur and some of these people being
Andy Griffith.
Yeah, I can't picture Andy Griffith.
I can't see him like doing anything
No.
like that, but
I can tell you one old school actor that I could picture being a heavy swinger, not with kids or anything, but I could see him being a straight up player, banging everything that moves. And his name is Telly Savalas. I bet you that guy was a player.
Yeah, dude, he was one of the only bald guys, around at that time. He made bald chic, like.
And if you watch Kojak, and if you watch old episodes of Kojak, you're like, man, this guy was banging broads left and right. He just puts off that vibe because he was
the old word for that was machismo.
Yeah,
Telly Savalas had pure machismo.
Like you watch Kojak, and all these cops are in messed up shirts and ties and these crazy, typical wardrobe from fucking, from down the hall. And then here comes Telly in his scenes, and he's got 3-piece custom-made suits. And it's like, this is the richest cop in fucking New York.
Right,
but that's because Telly himself wanted to look good. So that's why I'm saying this guy had to be a player, man.
For sure, dude. Smoking cigars, licking them lollipops, man. Chicks dig that shit.
Yeah.
They don't dig us, man. Except for Grandpa, he gets a lot of chicks, man.
I get one chick. One chick.
Well.
So what else you got, Mike? What else is on your? Who else is on your list?
I mean,
I don't mean to put you on the spot, but
I don't know.
I have one more. One more. Dig deep.
Okay.
One more.
One more. Shit. There's got to be. Oh God. There is somebody that was in my. Oh, damn. Who is that one? Oh geez, I'm trying to think back to oh my God. I know who. Did you? Well, see, now this would be creepy for you guys, but I was around the same age as this person. Did you guys ever hear of that show on Nickelodeon, that The Secret World of Alex Mack?
Hell no, man. We ain't retarded. I'm just kidding, man.
No, but she was also in what the hell other movie was she in? that 10 Things I Hate About You. She was in. Her name's and I think she was on Third Rock from the Sun.
I
Her
think I know
name
who you're
was
talking about, but I don't know her name.
Larissa
I don't-
Larissa Olenek.
All right.
What was the show again? The first show
She
you
was
brought
in
up?
the Secret World of Alex Mack was on Nickelodeon, and then she was in Third Rock from the Sun. She was Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character's girlfriend on that show.
Hold on, I'll
Okay.
get it. I'll get it in just a sec. Keep talking though.
Yeah,
I'll
because
have it up in just a sec.
he's producing. He's good, but so it wasn't until probably I saw her in Third Rock from the Sun that I was really, because shit. Uh, yeah, but she was one that was like, yeah, I think I like this one. Yeah, there you
That
go.
one.
Yeah.
She is, blonde, but
Well, here, okay, we
ugly.
got to bring this up here. Okay. Now I'm
Mhm.
confused here, man, and I need to clarify stuff like this.
Okay.
Now, if I said, being a 52-year-old man, that chick's hot, she looks
Yeah.
cute, but she would have been a girl I would have thought was cute when I was a teenager.
Right.
Is that wrong or right?
I
But
don't
now
think
that
it.
I'm old, am I supposed to
See,
say she's a very nice looking young lady? I
see.
don't know.
I don't think it's wrong because if you go back to, the '90s when that was out, it's a different
Right.
story.
And
You're
well,
not.
when we were different, we were like 25. Like,
It's
I
it's
I feel a certain way when I watch Married with Children, because Kelly Bundy, but she's only like what, 16, 17? Am I
Mhm.
allowed to still have those feelings,
Well, 16 is apparently the age of consent, from what I understand.
not here anymore. Only over in Europe. But here's the thing.
Ah.
Here's the thing. It's your wordage
Mhm.
because saying, "Oh man, she's cute," because that's what people, an uncle will see a niece and be like, "Oh, she looks so cute." Cute's okay. If an uncle
right?
was to be like, "Oh man, my niece,
Ah, yeah,
she looked so hot yesterday," that's wrong. You
yeah,
can't say it that way, But if you say she's cute, like my granddaughter, when she dressed up for Halloween, she was cute. But if somebody had said, "Man, your granddaughter looks hot in that costume," I'd have broke their jaw. So it's your
Yeah,
wordage,
you would have.
your wordage.
right, right.
And if you think she's hot, you just got to keep it to yourself.
Right.
But see, in this context, we're talking about hotties, and that girl was a hot, but she's, I don't know. We're
I don't
open
know.
up
I
for
don't know
transparency.
I don't know what but she's an adult now, but I don't.
Yeah.
So I don't know
But
the
I think
proper.
Mike J said it right. Is that's a picture of her in the '90s when we would have been her age. So, but I mean that goes to show that we're not creeps because we're actually asking the question, like, is this okay? I don't know,
Right.
but all right. Well, shit.
So, but at
Christina
least that's
Applegate, we got to talk about her too.
yeah, she was good. But before we get started, I got a couple things.
Mhm.
Because I know I want to talk about some conspiracy theory stuff. Not any
Yeah, we
specifics.
got away from it for
Yeah, but I got my information today.
okay.
The Rock County Civics Academy. They're gonna help me run for office, so I got to contact them tomorrow and see what all the steps I need. So I'm still gonna do that, and I know who to talk to. The guy who runs this thing used to be city council president here in town. So if he says I'm not cut out, then I'll give it up. But if he says I am, I'll get their help. So I'm still planning on running. This whole
I
thing's
think
got me pissed.
Janesville needs somebody like you to be on that
Yeah.
board, man. I don't
Yep.
think they
Yep.
care. They don't seem to care much about what the people have to say at all, man.
No. No.
So, and
And then right.
that's
And then
a
I
lot of
wanted
people
to.
are really, really against this thing here, man.
Yeah, very much so. And then I wanted to show everybody this cool gaming mouse that I found on the internet.
Oh,
Nice,
jeez.
man. That looks
It's
like
Yeah.
the
an
mouse
actual
they found in
mouse.
my
Look at that.
kitchen.
And then I wanted to show Murray, you'll probably really appreciate this if you haven't seen it already, but I think this is one of the best ad campaigns ever.
Yeah, I saw that the other day. Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. That's one that 90s kids will get probably.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. That album is big enough. Like, I still, people that come over, they tell me that their kid is like, oh, my kid's really into Nirvana, and I don't want to be like, your kid's gay. No, Nirvana's okay. I like them. I don't think they're the definitive band of our generation, but definitely good.
So, anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit about conspiracy theories. So we can talk about a few. We don't have to get into too much detail on each one.
Right,
but,
yeah, we're just bullshitting right now, man.
Right. But the first thing I want to talk about when it comes to conspiracy theories is, what do you think is the big fascination for people who love a good conspiracy theory? We'll go on the positive side first. So, why do you think so many people gravitate towards a good conspiracy theory? Are they, because I love a good conspiracy theory. So when I say this, I'm not
love them all.
I'm not picking on people.
Why I love them,
I'm not picking on people. I'm just saying some people would say, oh, it's people because they have no lives and they're pathetic and they have nothing better to do. But I do. But I still love a good conspiracy,
Right. And when I was working like 40, 50 hours a week, I was still obsessed with conspiracy theories. I mean, I think we got a thing, with the 1% and, the people in charge. And, we try to figure out why the world is the way it is, and we've heard from when we were young that there was a group of elites that pretty much run this planet, and hell, it's pretty much instilled in us in religion that, like Satan runs the show behind the curtain and all that. And I think we're just obsessed because most of us can never even come close, to being in that 1% or to be rich. Some of us, the best we can get is like the manager at a factory or something, or,
right.
And I guess it helps to deal with things we can't control and gives us somebody to blame. And, and sometimes we just see through the bullshit. Like, like we know things are synthetic and we know it's propaganda and we know they're blatantly lying to us about shit. So we try to figure out what's really going on through the bullshit. And that's why we love conspiracy theories so much. It answers the questions we have.
And some of the conspiracy and a good conspiracy theory lasts the test of time. I mean, we still don't know, the moon landing, JFK, RFK.
There's so much
Martin, right? There's, and then we're living through one of the biggest ones right now, and fucking Epstein shit. That's like, we don't, you've got people from all different walks of life who have something to say. You've got your MAGA people who believe Trump would never do anything like that. You got your Democrats who believe, Biden would never do anything like that. Then you got the people in the middle who are like, well, both of them would do something like that. Then you got
all of them would do something like that. I think it'll unravel the whole fabric of the whole fucking world when this shit comes out. Like, if it's what I think it is, what we all think it is.
But in order for it to be a good conspiracy, though, when it does get released, it's not going to be what we want. I think this is one of those kind of things that we'll never get to the bottom of. No. Because, like you said, it would unravel so many governments, so many this, so many that. There'd be anarchy in the streets. It would they're not going to tell us the truth. I've already come to the conclusion. Yeah.
they'll do whatever they can. And it's not a partisan thing either, you know, like everybody's going on about Trump being there, but it's been known for years, like a decade or more, that Clinton was involved. In fact, Clinton was the one that we all talked about. Like Trump wasn't even mentioned with Epstein until he started running for president. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and Epstein, the whole Epstein story has been around fucking forever, dude. I remember hearing about Epstein in like 2008, like way back. Like, there's this guy, he's got this fucking Lolita Express airplane, and all the rich and powerful people go on it, and you know,
And then today, they released some emails that
yeah, those
said
were misleading, I think.
that said that he was mad at Clinton, and the Clinton had never been to the island, and they were mad at each other, and they weren't friends anymore. And I'm like, yeah, but we saw pictures of his castle, and he still had that picture of Clinton in the blue dress hanging on his wall.
Right.
If you weren't friends with him, why'd you leave the fucking painting up? You know what I mean?
Right. And dude, it's all documented. Like I said, man, they're backpedaling. They're trying to cover up for their own, and they know that the information has to get out there, and it's like the Diddy list, you
Right.
know?
And then you get some people who don't understand the world, who are like, well, if Trump was in those, the Democrats would have released it just to bury him for the election. No, they wouldn't have, because they're in it too.
Right. They're all in it, dude. They're like,
Right.
we're talking
And we're not
high
gonna
level government officials. I think what they're worried about the most is, in my opinion, is right now it's one of the most anti-Israel times in history. Like, there is so much anti-Israel stuff going on all over the world. And I strongly believe that Epstein was a Mossad agent, and he was blackmailing these people. And, you know, that's a pretty common belief. But I think if the Epstein files get out and it's proven that the Israeli government was orchestrating these, you know, pedophilic orgies and shit like that we think were going on to blackmail government officials, not only does it make the official look like a pervert, but it makes the whole Israeli government seem just beyond evil. Like, they would, you know, force children to have sex to get power, and, you know. Exactly, dude. Exactly. You know, with our video on Monday and this one, I just might as well. They're just gonna come for me, man.
Yeah.
You
It's,
shut up, Murr. Netanyahu's gonna come
I
for
can't.
me.
I still can't see it.
I put on there, remember, Murr is not suicidal.
Ah,
Yeah, it was a
There we
running
go.
joke from Monday. We did
Yeah, 'cause they were talking about the Clintons, and I was
Yeah.
like, I was like, nope, I'm not getting involved in this one. But he's right, though. I don't think we'll ever be told the truth, because I don't think we're ever going to be told the truth, because it is definitely, I think the system would collapse.
right.
know?
I think
Yeah.
everything, it would be all out war, and, like, you know, nations finding out, like, wow, you did this, and millions of people suffered because of politics and policies that were put in place because you had dirt on these politicians humping these kids. So you know, we're talking mass chaos. So it'll be like the fucking JFK files. They'll release a bunch of shit. It won't have anything we don't already know in it, and everything else will be redacted to the point of ridiculousness. At this point,
I personally think the other new conspiracy theory that's going to last decades going forward, at least in conservative circles and religious circles, is going to be Charlie Kirk.
oh yeah, that's that whole fucking thing. I don't think that kid did it. I don't think it was too neatly wrapped up too quick. Had Lee Harvey Oswald written all over it. It just,
Yeah.
There's too many holes.
Hmm.
And the way that the Department of Justice slammed that case closed so quickly. You know what I'm saying? Like Cash Patel's like, now we're not going to investigate anything else. And we're like, what, dude? There's like thousands of ballistics experts saying that he couldn't have got killed by a 30-06. Like the bullet wouldn't do what it did. And like it would have taken his head right off, I guess, or something. And like the shot came from a different trajectory. And,
It's
but yeah,
crazy. Well, I got
that's
a question for you. I
yeah.
got a question for you, Murray, on the whole here with the Justice Department and the FBI, because you were really big in following a lot of the conservative talk shows and stuff on
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
on Rumble and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Hasn't that Dan Bongino guy been awful quiet recently? Like
Way
he's
too
not.
quiet. I don't
Right.
get it. I don't understand it. When Bongino got appointed, I thought he was going to go in gangbusters, take out the trash, give us all the information and everything, and he's been completely silent. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like he disappeared. Like remember Vivek Romani or whatever his name,
Yeah,
Ramanujan?
he's running for governor in Ohio
Right,
now.
but didn't he just fucking disappear? Like he was going to be like Elon Musk's right hand man, and the dude literally disappeared for a while. Like I don't get it, but yeah,
I just wonder why Dan hasn't stepped down
I
because
think they got him on it. They got him on a leash.
he's got to hear the chatter. There's a lot of that guy that I sent you the video of today.
Yeah,
He was a big fan of his. He's
right.
mad at him now. His whole base of people who used to watch the Dan Bongino show. They're not going to watch him anymore. They're not going to trust him anymore.
No, yeah,
So
because
it's
he
like,
had his shot and he didn't have the balls to shoot it. You know, and
right.
Cash Patel, shit, we were all gung ho about Cash, like he was going to come in and really make a difference, and he's kind of, I don't know, man, been kind of a lame duck for a while.
Yeah, this whole situation's gotten weird.
Right.
But it's just when it comes to conspiracy theories, I just get a kick out of them. I love to dig deep. I love where they take me. Now I don't want to end up. Now one of my favorite movies is Conspiracy Theory with Mel Gibson. Now I don't want to go down a rabbit hole that bad, and end up like him. That was a pretty
Yeah, that was a little bit too crazy. I got friends like that, man. Like that they when QAnon was around, they went fucking nuts. But QAnon, man, I have to admit, for being a conspiracy nut, that was the best time. That was the best conspiracy ever. Like living through that time, it was like living in a fucking movie, dude. And
yeah.
If you weren't into QAnon and all that kind of stuff, yeah, it drove me batshit crazy. But goddamn, that was like the best conspiracy theory bullshit like ever on the planet. Like they took all the conspiracy theories and put them into one giant conspiracy theory. And
their world's falling apart. Even one of the MTG said on the talk show the other day she was done with that Q stuff, so she's even turned on them.
Oh yeah, Q died when Biden got inaugurated. Yeah, so many of us were like, yeah, dude, when they swear him in, the FBI is going to come busting in and bust Biden and all of them and take them to jail, and Trump's going to take over and expose the vampire pedophile ring, and
yeah, it never happened.
I'm not going to lie, man. When Biden got inaugurated that day, like there was millions of us around the country that just had this sick feeling in the pit of our stomach, like, dude, man, we all got played. We either got played or they won, and it's like, ugh. But that's something to talk about right there. How come all that shit disappeared completely? The shit was going nuts, right? Everybody was talking about QAnon stuff and, the the people that were drinking adrenochrome and the 1% and all this stuff. Nobody talks about it ever anymore.
No.
Like it all got scrubbed from the internet and it's been made to be like taboo. Like if you even say QAnon in a sentence, people look at you side-eyed, Like I'm thinking there might have been a little bit of truth to a lot of that shit. A lot of it was just far-fetched, stuff like they got from the movie Doctor Sleep, which
Yeah.
I thought about that a lot too. It's like, okay, this QAnon stuff is coming in, and it's just at the same time that Stephen King released a book about psychic vampires that torture kids and drink their essence, and all that stuff. So what's real, what's not, who knows?
Yeah, we won't.
Nobody will ever know. Nobody will ever know.
No.
Unless watch they release the Epstein files and they're like, yeah, it's true. Like thousands of kids went missing or turned up dead after being on Epstein's island and their blood was drained. Like,
Never know. You never know these days.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Now, here's my question on the opposite side. Why do you think the people who can't stand conspiracy theories hate them so bad? Because it's not just people who really hate them don't ignore them. They're the first ones to come into the comments and try to bust your bubble, and call you every name.
Disprove everything.
Yeah. Why do you think those people feel the way they do? Why do you think they hate it so bad?
Yeah, call you uneducated and ignorant, and just try to just so you won't even think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I think for a lot of people, the idea of that some of the conspiracy theories might be true is so much more difficult to believe than the truth would be harder to take than the illusion that they've been sold. Like, oh, these people would never do that kind of stuff. And, then you find out, they are what they are and stuff. And I think a lot of other people, if there's a conspiracy theory, like what a lot of the Trumpers are going through right now, like we're all freaking out, like, oh, Trump wouldn't do that, and getting some heat because they're really going on about the pedo thing and, all the Trump conspiracies. We got to look at it. We said the same shit about Biden. I'm saying we because I used to be, I still am to some degree, but Trump is, that's another topic for another day. But just people, it's hard to accept even the idea of some of this stuff going on. Like, like the moon landing, like, oh, the government would never purposely lie and deceive us. That was all real, like our government's the good guys, and,
right. Hey, I'm gonna flat out say this. Probably people probably think I'm nuts. I don't care. I question at least the last 2 years of Biden's presidency. I question
me
the
too,
last
man.
2.
Oh,
Because if he was so
100%.
sick and had all those problems, who was really running this country for those?
Yeah, exactly. I think it was Obama, but I think it was either Obama or BlackRock. And remember, folks, I'm not suicidal.
Yes.
I think BlackRock runs a lot more than we know. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah. Just BlackRock. I thought about that. I thought about that right when Trump got elected. I'm like, we all know that fucking Joe Biden is a pudding head. We've known that from day one. Like I say we, I mean me, well, the country, we would tune off the dumb shit he said, like when he was campaigning. And nobody seems to remember Joe Biden had a major meltdown on the campaign trail. Like, remember when he went to that factory and was like, I don't work for you, Jack. And the guy was going on about the guns and I'll take you out back and, I'll do this and that. And Joe Biden freaked out. And then they interviewed him right after. And he said some totally weird ass, incoherent shit. And they completely scrubbed all the clips off the internet. So when Joe Biden got elected, I was like, who's voting for this guy? You know what I'm saying? Nobody has liked Joe Biden. Like, he's a puddinhead. But then, it just kept getting worse and worse. We definitely know a committee was ready. Oh, what's going on here?
I'm just messing around.
Hey, Mike J.
Yeah, I messed up.
Where? What? Who?
Hold on.
Mike J's going off.
Yeah, hold on now.
You're the center of attention, Mike.
Where? What? Who?
There we go. There we go.
There we go, man.
You should
I
have
mean, I
just
can
had
bring it
Murray
back.
by himself. I think that's.
I can bring it back.
I
though.
don't want
can bring
people to see my creaky neck. I don't want people to see my creaky neck. But yeah, dude, there's fucking Joe Biden. Yeah, that whole thing, man, was.
I don't
You
even
were
know
scared
how
to
they
vote.
didn't. I don't even know why they even had him run again.
Yeah, like, and
Like-
because everybody knew it. Like, well, I think they had to try to stick the lie. You know, like
they should have done way different with that because they fucked themselves there. They really
yeah,
did.
for sure. And then Kamala, Jesus Christ, I don't even want to get
Yes.
into that.
See, that's why when I was younger, I didn't really pay attention to politics. And then when I became a young adult, I became a Republican. But I didn't I don't know why I became one. I can't tell you what was going on in my life and why I chose that. I just did. And then as time went on, I didn't agree with a lot of their stuff. So I switched. I said, you know what? I don't agree with this shit no more. So I became a Democrat. And then as time went by, I'm like, you know what? They're just as full of shit as the other ones were.
Yeah.
Now the only thing I care about is the Constitution. I'll vote for anybody that wants to support and back and keep the Constitution the backbone of our government. Other than that, like I
don't trust any. I don't like any of them anymore. I myself, I was a Democrat for forever, dude, until Hillary. I refused to vote for Hillary, and I thought Trump was the goddamn Antichrist. I didn't want to vote for him either, but he won me over.
I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of Trump. I wasn't a fan of Biden. I wasn't a fan. My whole thing is, though, I will say this, and probably get me booed and hissed in certain corners, but that's okay. I respect the office. So once whoever wins gets in that seat, I at least show them respect.
Yeah, they earned it. I mean,
right. And people will say, well, they didn't really earn it because the election, because like everybody said, the election was rigged for Biden.
Yeah.
And now everybody's saying, it was rigged, that Elon rigged it for Trump.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think people generally didn't like Kamala, so
right. So it's like
that's another conspiracy theory, like on their side that Elon rigged it. But I think I think the whole country was like, no, Kamala, come on. You're putting like two of the two people that are so divisive up against each other. Like, do we have a choice?
Right. But I don't trust any of them. I like to live my life and do my thing. That's why I like conspiracy theories, because I have an open mind. I don't, I'm not going to deny something that I see in the conspiracy circles, because, like, I love science. I'm a huge fan of science. I'm a huge supporter of NASA. NASA needs money. Give them money so they can keep an eye on meteors that can destroy planets and stuff. I think that's cool. I'm not anti-science, but at the same time, can I really trust NASA? And that's where I get into conspiracy theories. It's like,
me too.
Did we really go to the moon? Why haven't we gone back? And then you hear stories about, well, we can't go back because of the radiation and the Van Allen belt, and it's we made it there once. Right.
Yeah, and like like all the videos they have of space are shot in tanks and all that stuff.
Right. So it's
I'm pools and stuff like that.
Yeah. So I'm a huge fan of, the reason I like conspiracies is because it takes me out of the wacky world and it makes me say, could this be possible? I watch a guy on YouTube. It's called the Y Files. I'm a big fan of them. It's the guy who talks with the goldfish.
Yeah, I like him. I think the goldfish thing gets kind of corny after a little bit, but
Oh, I
for the
love
most, I like the show.
But some people have said that he could possibly be an establishment man because he does talk about conspiracies and he does try his best. He debunks a lot of them, which I believe the conspiracy. But if you can prove, I'm not a naysayer. Like, I'm not a flat earther. You know what I'm saying? Who, no matter what you're told, you're never going to believe it. If you can really disprove something to me, my common sense will kick in and I'll be like, okay, I see that. But there are some conspiracies he couldn't disprove. Like he said the other day when he was on, I can't remember that other guy's show. He was on somebody's show, Sean something. He said that he thinks there's something up with the moon. He used when he first did his episode on the moon, he was like, I'm gonna debunk this, no problem. And he walked away with more mysteries and unanswered questions than he did when he went in. He thinks the moon might possibly be hollow because they've done tests where it sends off a wah, 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 wah. It resonates for too long.
Bell, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, but some people sometimes, there's this guy, I can't remember his name. He was one of the biggest, the Y-Files exposed him. He used to go around and give misinformation in the UFO circles. Something Rooney or something. But he used to go to conventions, UFO conventions, and he would give information to all these UFO people. And it was always misinformation. He has come out since and said, everything that I told these people was a lie, but I was told to do it to cover up the truth. So it's one of those things where, okay, is he still lying? Is he still telling the truth?
Yeah, it's like that the door knockers on Labyrinth. Like, well, if you're telling the truth, then I'm lying. Well, if you're lying, then I'm lying. Then yeah, I know what you mean.
Right. So it's like you admit that you gave out misinformation, but now you're saying you did it to cover up the truth.
Yeah, to cover up the truth. So I think I know who you're talking about. It's not Bob Lazar.
No, Bob Lazar is the only one that I actually still feel he's a legit dude.
Yeah, I think some of those guys are. But unfortunately, like one of those UFO guys, I followed the guy's every word, and he was unleashing some heavy conspiracy theories out. And then I found out the dude was totally schizophrenic. Oh, and I can't. David Wilcox is the guy I used to follow. He was awesome. He had some really great conspiracy theories, like about the Intergalactic Federation. Remember when that was a thing? Like, do you remember hearing about that? That disappeared pretty fast. Like, they didn't debunk it. They didn't say anything about it. The story came out, and then it disappeared as quickly as it came out. And that's the kind of shit I look at. Like, if it gets squashed and, scrubbed from the internet, I tend to think there's some truth to that. Like, there was a lot of shit with Pizzagate that was disturbing stuff, and I looked into it and I went in the rabbit hole, and they were telling the truth about a lot of shit.
Wait, you mean to tell me this guy here is a fraud?
No, he's not a fraud. He's schizophrenic.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah. So they tried to make him, but that doesn't make it that just because you're schizophrenic doesn't mean you're dumb. I mean, maybe
not at all. His stuff, I love following that guy.
I see him all the time on Ancient Aliens.
Yeah, dude, and I would listen to his podcasts were like 3 or 4 hours long. And I would just sit there and listen to them all and read books and stuff and just listen to David Wilcox. I'd listen to him at work, and he had me going down some crazy ass rabbit holes. And then he disappeared, like he was saying that the Galactic Federation was getting ready and Trump's the good guy and was going to overthrow the demiurge and the, basically the evil that was controlling our world, and the new golden age was going to be upon us. And then he disappeared, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I looked it up, and it was like, yeah, David Wilcox is a schizophrenic and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh shit. Well, there you go.
Man,
Still,
I had no idea. So the guy I was talking about, I can't find a picture that's not under that new format, but this is the guy. Maybe this will save. Yes, I'll have it up in just a second. This is the guy who AJ said came out as he was all the information that he gave back in the old days was misinformation, and that he did it because he was told to by the government, because he was in the military and it worked for the government. He was told to give misinformation. It's this guy right here.
Oh yeah, he's a goober.
Oh,
Right.
he
worked for OSI, and he was told to give misinformation. So that's what I'm saying. It's people like this who can manipulate conspiracy theories people and then makes them look bad. And that's what I was saying, like Bob Lazar. They have so many times they've tried to get him, when you're onto something, they try to discredit you so bad.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And
attack you. That's why,
Right.
you bring up the flat earth deal. I can't help but think about that sometimes. I'm not saying I am a flat earther. I've looked at the science from both opinions, and I can't really tell you which one's right. But
my
go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, I was gonna say my problem with the flat earthers is they keep moving the goalposts.
Yeah.
All those people offered to pay some of these big guys to come down to go down to Antarctica and watch the 24-hour sun. And they recorded it, they filmed it. Some flat earthers actually changed their mind and said, yeah, that's not possible with flat earth. And flat earthers turned on them, called them names, tried to discredit them then. Right. And they don't believe what they saw. And that's what I'm saying. I have never had a problem with flat earthers until, they were shown that the earth isn't flat and they're not buying it. It's like, dude, it's just like Bigfoot. I believe Bigfoot exists.
Right.
They say they've never found a body, so they couldn't exist. But that's what I was talking to Michael J about one day. Mm-hmm. When's the last time you saw a dead bird? You see birds all the time, but when's the last time you saw a dead bird?
You see them every once in a while, but
right.
They always.
There's more window. But there's more birds in the world than there are Bigfoot, so it would make sense that you should see dead birds all the time.
Right.
But we don't. So if there's a small community of Bigfoot, you might not find dead bodies because maybe they bury their own. Birds, when they drop dead, they just get scavenged. I don't remember the last time I saw a bird get out a shovel and bury another bird. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're not seeing that, but Bigfoot, you never know, man.
He could, so I'm not going to sit here and say Bigfoot's 100% real and be that kind of person. But, I'm not going to say there isn't one. But there are some people out there who could get slapped in the face by Bigfoot and they'd still say, nah, he's not real. And that's how I feel about the flat earth.
I have 4 words. Harry and the Hendersons.
Yeah. That proves Bigfoot right there, man. John Lithgow is a Bigfoot himself. He was just
but that's why I get mad at that's why I get mad at them, because if somebody proved to me, if somebody could give me 110% positive proof that something I believed in didn't exist, I'd go, all right, you got me. Because I'm not afraid to admit that I'm wrong. I'm not afraid to admit that, okay, I got it wrong. You're right. Flat earthers do not want to give up that and that's what agitates me about them. They
don't want to admit they're defeated. That's why I've just explored both options. I haven't seen the 24-hour sun thing, but I would be like, yeah, it's probably round. to me, I like to imagine the possibilities of like, what if the Earth is flat, and instead of outer space, we have inner space, and there's a never-ending existence of flat space, like other worlds and continents beyond the ice walls, and I'm sure you've seen those maps of the
Right.
flat Earth that has the continents around the outsides, and
Mhm.
what lives out there. I like to think about the science fiction aspect of some of the stuff, and I think that's why QAnon was so alluring. Like shit, like
Well,
just weird stuff. It's like a
well, like,
movie.
I don't believe that the planets are perfectly round
Nah,
because I think about the big picture of things on how gravity. They say, we rotate because the sun's pulling on everything, but then the moon is pulling on us and Jupiter pulls on us, and that's what keeps us all in a nice, good locked orbit. Well, if two strong forces are pulling us, then I feel our planet is more. I've always felt it was egg shaped or something, where
right.
because the sun has a strong grip, so maybe that I've always felt we're not a perfect sphere. I feel like we're kind of odd shaped. But I saw an article yesterday where they're talking about uh the Earth or our solar system. Our sun may not be the center of our solar system.
Hmm.
That it's the center of everything. It's the center of all our planets, like the Earth, Mercury. We all revolve around the sun. But now they're saying the sun might be actually orbiting around something else. So that would be
Weird.
interesting if they could prove that. That would be very interesting. I do not love Flat Earth Dave. If I ever see Flat Earth Dave, I'm still pissed about that. I will punch him in his fucking jaw. But
You want me to get him on here? You can talk to him.
Who is
he won't
Flat
come on.
Earth
He
Dave?
he wouldn't he wouldn't come on here. He would watch the way I am and what kind of person I am, and he wouldn't show up. He would never show up.
Fuck
He wouldn't show up.
dickhead.
He wouldn't do it
Fuck
because
dickhead.
I'd be too mean spirited to him because he's too. He attacked Cody and Poe back in the day for no fucking reason, and he was an asshole about it. And I'm like, no, fuck that guy.
It's unfortunate I lost that show.
Yeah, fuck you, Flat Earth Dave, you piece of shit. So anyway, yeah, he is going to be one of the, I try not to have a problem with people who don't see things the way I do, but he was a dick about it, so fuck him.
Yeah, you're a dick about the shit, so.
Right. Like I'll admit when I'm wrong. I'm the biggest. I'm a douche canoe. I'm an asshole. Yeah, I'm all that shit. But I'm also fair. So like doing this whole running for city council. I'm rough around the edges. I say things I shouldn't. But at the end of the day, I care about people, and I would do what the people say, even if I thought people were dumb. Like the public. Sometimes the public makes wrong decisions, but you know what? It's their decision to make. It's
Right.
not for me to tell them, wait a minute, you shouldn't talk, if I'm against like the data centers, I'm against the data center being in a residential neighborhood. But if the city of Janesville as a whole voted yes, then I would shut my mouth and move on because that's what the people have spoken.
Yeah, but we're
I-
definitely not.
Right.
Not,
So
yeah,
I'm
not
for
in
the
town.
Right. So I'm for the people, but I'm a friendly person. I like to get along with people. I like to listen and I like to debate, not argue, but debate. I like to hear people's, their pros, their cons, because it helps me make the more information I have, the more informed of a decision I can make. But then you get a joker like Flat Earth Dave who wants to shut everybody down, call everybody names, and be a jackass. Fuck that. No, I'm not. No. I'm not.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid, man.
Yeah.
So, are you guys going to be on for a bit?
Yeah. You gonna move to your phone?
Yeah, dude, I got to get up and move around for a minute. Because if I don't, my legs lock up and I won't be able to get up. So,
No, that's fine. That's fine. You can.
yeah, you
you
guys
wanna-
go ahead. I'm going to log out. And then I'll be back on. Give me about 5-10 minutes.
All right. You still have the link to get back in?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's all good. It's
Okay.
all good.
All right.
All right.
That
See you in
works.
a bit, man.
Cool. See you
All
in
right,
a bit.
man.
Peace.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So that's what I'm saying. You know, I don't mind. I like to have all the information I can.
Right.
That's why I don't go off the deep end and, hate on Trump and hate on Biden and hate on this and hate on that. I want my information. If MAGA has something to say to me that could change my mind, I want to hear it. I don't want to fight about it. I want to hear it, and then we can
Right.
discuss it and we can work it out. But that flat Earth Dave guy, I've seen him treat people. Cody and Poe weren't the only ones that fucking he's done that to. And so no, I don't care. I'll be aggressive about it. I would knock him the fuck out if I saw him somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, "You're a jackass. You don't got to be an
Wow.
asshole, man. It's
Yeah.
not that important." So that's yes, I can get heated, but for the most part, I try to get along with everybody. It's just simpler that way. Even if I think you're a fucking moron, I'll get along with you because what's it gonna hurt?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I get that. I definitely get that.
I mean, I know you believe in conspiracy theories. You're living in one.
I mean, basically, yeah. I mean, yeah. Dude, I don't, and that's the thing. Like, I was figuring with the everything open again, because PA finally settled on a budget as of yesterday too.
Oh, they finally did.
Finally.
So your Section 8 might finally come around soon.
Well, we're gonna have to see about that because I'm sure that there's a backlog, and I don't know where I am on the waiting list. So
2026 could be the year of Michael J.
well, if with one thing hopefully coming to fruition after that message this morning, and other things, maybe.
Does that have to do with the flowers? Is that what you're talking about?
What flowers?
You said the
Oh.
no. Okay, now I know
The
what you're talking about.
message.
The messages.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, that message. I thought you were talking about the other message.
Oh no. I am seeing that person on Saturday though. That should be fun.
See, there you go. So it could be 2026 could be the year. Have your own apartment.
Yes.
Yeah. You can start throwing toga parties.
I'm getting a thorn tattoo on my wrist probably in that 2026.
There you go.
I'm
Schroed's
going
gonna come down
on
and
Halloween 6. Yeah.
Schroed's gonna do it for you, or
Rhodes doesn't know how to do tattoos. I'm just gonna go to a place around here because I've been told that I don't know. I've been told that it's probably gonna be like maybe 200 around. So
that's not too
and
bad.
I am gonna get movie accurate, so it is gonna hurt, and I am probably gonna wince and cry, and I feel like I should record it because I think that I need to show that to people so they can see me go off.
You want the world to see you cry like a baby?
Yeah. Well, I mean they already have, but I'm always open to showing my emotions. It's beautiful.
I would ask what you cried from, but I'm not gonna. I don't want to bring it up. She'll cry. I know. You're the only grown ass man in the world that I could fucking make cry, and not even say anything mean.
Mm-hmm.
You're the only guy. So there it is.
Mm-hmm. That's it. That is it. I'm getting it right on the wrist, probably right here. If you can see.
Yeah, you're gonna
It's
cry
hurt.
like a baby.
It's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt bad.
Yeah, because it's gonna go. Well, wait. How the hell does it? Oh, I'm trying to think for movie accuracy. I think it's got to be like right about here. But it'll probably be. Wait. damn it. I want I think it's gonna go like foot, foot, foot. God, that's gonna hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm thinking about getting it shaded so it stands out a little bit. That's gonna hurt.
It is.
That's gonna
It'll
fucking
hurt really
hurt.
bad. But you'll be all right.
Oh,
It'll hurt for a little
oh,
while, and then the hurt will go away, and you'll be fine. But
I
yeah,
see
so
it there.
but yeah,
Yeah,
I love a good conspiracy theory. It's like it makes me think of other. It makes me think that maybe there's a reason everything is so screwed up. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that explains it, kind of thing. You know, and I don't know.
Oh wait,
Uh,
are you the one? Are you the one that hates Dave Grohl, or is that Joey?
That's
I can't
Joey.
remember. Oh, you don't. Oh yeah, you like the Foo Fighters, I think, right? You don't think
Ah!
that Dave had. You don't think that Dave killed him.
This guy saying you should get it on your little pecker. Get
That
a
would
corn tattoo on your pecker. Man, I
that
would
would
never get
hurt.
a
Well,
tattoo.
it's not big enough. And dude, I'll tell you, I learned something the hard way before. You know they have full body deodorant.
Uh-huh.
It's not full body deodorant because I made the mistake of spraying it down there. Oh God, did it burn? Oh, it burned. It really burned.
No one ever
Like,
told you not to do that?
well, it said full body deodorant, and I wanted to smell nice down there, so I just sprayed, and I'm like, ah, it really hurt.
Yeah,
It really hurt me. It just, I was like, you motherfucker. It's like a mucus membrane. Where the fuck is it? There's no mucus. What the fuck is the problem?
they sell
I want.
sprays now they sell sprays now that's safe to do that.
Are you sure? Because I bought a spray
Yeah,
just
yeah.
about a
Uh,
month ago, and I did it, and it hurt.
who's that?
Actually, 2 months.
Who's that damn uh
Is
Old Spice?
Lumi?
Old Spice. They make well, that Lumi stuff is safe, but that's designed. That's a cream, and I've seen those videos. I don't know if anybody actually buys
No,
Lumi
I don't.
anymore.
I don't want a cream because that'll turn it into a boink session, and I don't want a cream.
I didn't need to know that. But yeah, yeah, they have a yeah, it's a spotty spray. Old Spice does. I don't know.
I
Yeah,
have to
it's
get
like a
it because I gotta
vanilla.
try it.
That you can spray on your body. That doesn't.
Yes.
At least that's what I've.
That,
That's what I.
dude, I'll get it and I'll try it because I literally burned myself. Like it literally burned.
Because
It
Old
was
Spice makes stuff for men. So if it burns you, then that would. But it's not supposed to.
burned. Oh, it
It's
burned.
supposed to be. There he is.
I need
He's
to.
back.
What's up, man?
There he is.
How you doing?
Yeah, he's
Let me
back on.
see if
Yeah,
let me see if I can. All right, I'm trying to.
I see. Oh wait. Okay, yeah. I see. Murray joined is on my screen and it's not leaving. Let me see if I can click it. Hold on, because I can't see anything. There, now it went. There we go. Now I
Can
can
you see it
again.
now?
Yeah, now I can see again.
Now you got it.
Spice. Old Spice body spray.
Yeah. It's supposed to be. It's supposed to because it's made for men. So it's not supposed to. It should be okay. Is what I'm basically.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. Did you where who? Did you add him or did we lose him?
Back.
There he is. There he is.
Yeah, you lost me, but I was back. I was trying to mess around and put a picture of my incredibly cute dog on the screen. So
Yeah,
You gotta have a picture. Gotta have a picture of Bubba.
Yeah. Yeah, I think people like looking at that better than they like looking at my mug. I was gonna go with my mug with the phone, but my head looks like a thumb, so I couldn't do it.
Well, at least you're back though.
Yeah,
Did
that's all that matters, man.
you get your? Did you get to walk it off?
Yeah, I just walked out to the kitchen, went to the bathroom, stuck my head out for a smoke, called my dad real quick, and then wanted to hop on it as soon as I could. See, the situation with the chair, I mean, you put it together, you know how it is. It's
Right.
comfortable for me, but if I sit there for too long, my legs lose circulation, and it's like there's no way I can get out of it. You know?
Oh yeah, you don't want to get. You don't want to get stuck in the.
Yeah, it's if I fall on my studio there, it'd be a mess because I got a bunch of little trinkets and stuff on there, and because I gotta have my hand on the wall and push against the wall and push on my leg at the same time, and so I time it out to about an hour and a half is what I can take before I got to get up again, and then I come over to the chair because now that we got StreamYard now, I can actually do it from my phone. I couldn't. Or do you got the other program?
No, we're using the. Yeah, no, it's Evu. We're
All
not
right.
using.
Yeah, this
Our,
is.
yeah, we use Evu.
Yeah, for some reason, the old shows I could never come in on Evu for some reason on the phone.
Yeah,
Maybe
Yeah, I don't know.
maybe it
Maybe they
was
changed it. I don't know because.
something changed. Never mind.
No, you're coming in fine.
Good, good.
It's weird looking at Bubba though. Like
I
that's pretty.
know, and have me talking. Like I doubt her voice would be like this. She's grunting and groaning over there. She's been making weird noises all day. Like
And I haven't.
almost like she's been complaining to me all day.
I haven't seen her
So
in a while.
yeah. Sounds like a little old lady snorting over there. I bought her a new harness, so that's cool. So when you see her out in the neighborhood, she's got a new little blue harness now. That's pretty cool. That was a highlight of my day.
Well, at least you got the. You know, that one was look. That one was looking a little rugged. Last
Yeah,
time.
it was rugged and it was real tight on her. Like she's gained a little weight from getting so many treats. So it was getting tight on her and I can tell she wasn't real comfortable with it anymore. So I went a size bigger and she's definitely got enough room to move around now and got her a new little coat and stuff. So
Ah,
yeah, I know it's not as cool as looking at me, but this keeps me on for another hour or so, or however long we go. What other did you guys talk about? Any other conspiracies?
no, we were just shooting the shit about him getting his tattoo and stuff, waiting on for you to come back. So
Well, what kind of tattoo you getting, man?
I'm gonna get the thorn thing from Halloween 6, the
Oh
thorn
yeah, that's
symbol
cool,
on my
man.
wrist.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got
I'm
to get
gonna
it on
do
the
that, I
wrist.
think. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
And
pretty cool, man. And
and
like,
it's gonna hurt, I'm sure.
I think Cody's got that too, doesn't he? If Cody's still watching, I wonder if he. I think he's the other guy that I know that has that.
oh, he
But
does have one. Robinson does.
I think so, man. I think it's Cody that I'm thinking of, or somebody I know, because I asked him, I'm like, dude, is that the thorn tattoo? And they're like, yep, that's cool. It's cool that you knew it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but still, I know you're the Halloween guy.
That's right.
As long as
Yeah,
it's not Donald Pleasant's face on your ass or anything. Well,
well,
yeah.
I originally wanted to get on like my shoulder. I was gonna get like a half Myers, half Donald with a knife in between them. And
Yeah,
I was
like the
like, yeah, that's
opposing
gonna hurt.
forces. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
but I was
God,
like, yeah, that's gonna
dude.
hurt.
Ask Grandpa knows. I know. There's something about the pain, though, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Like, it hurts for a little bit, and then there's something about the pain that, why do you think so many of us got so many tattoos? Because we
mm,
just keep going back. It's the whole process and the whole. I've Oddly enough, man, it hurt on my legs the most. I got
Ooh.
one on my leg that hurt so bad I couldn't believe it. Then I turned around and got another one a week later, So, but yeah,
yeah.
I don't think I can fit in a tattoo chair anymore. I
Yeah,
don't.
that's telling him. Like I was telling him the other day. For me, it was when my wrist hurt, the top of my hand and my knuckles hurt. My neck was really the neck tattoo because it starts here. It goes. Can't see it because of my beard anymore, but it's all right down the. You can see it down the center, and then it
Yeah.
got the blood trickles down the center, and then it goes up my neck and then around to the back, and the pentagram's on the back, and it hurt. But
Yeah, I can't do the neck stuff, man. I got a twisty neck as is, but I just never, neck tattoos is something I never thought I would get. So, or never even entertained the idea.
Yeah, that.
yeah, I was like, I wanted it, and the wife's like, "You sure?" I'm like, "Yeah." I wanted one on my face, but she was like, "No." I was like, "Okay." I mean, if she's got to look at me and she won't look at me with a face tattoo, then obviously,
Yeah, dude, you don't want face tattoos. I don't know, man. For the longest time, people thought I had a face tattoo because I got a mole. Like, it's just like a freckle. It's not a mole or anything. But they're like, yeah, is that a teardrop tattoo, man? You got a dot on your face? I'm like, no, it's a mole, you fucking asshole. Yeah, I can barely see it now, but back in the day.
I don't know. I liked getting. I always, when I was a kid, I wanted them. I don't, and it wasn't because of anything like rock stars or anything. Because I'm talking little kid from like, I think what did it for me was in the '70s. Uh,
Yeah.
there was a old friend of my grandfather's, and he had the old fashioned what most Navy guys got in the '50s and '60s. The girl and the anchor, and
Yep.
I just thought it was cool, and I always said I'm going to get one, but he always said, "Ah, don't get one because when you get old, they'll look like crap." But by
But
the
it
time
still looked cool on him, though.
but by the time I was old enough to get one, the ink had changed. Now they can last you forever.
Yeah, see, I got a similar story. My dad had this friend that he was in Vietnam with,
Mm,
and he came over one day, and it was the first time I ever saw a tattoo, and he had a little devil on his arm. Like that little devil that you saw in the 70s? He had like kind of a bulbous head with the little horns, and he was like the horny little devil guy or whatever.
mm,
And I always thought it was so cool. I was like, oh my God, you got a little devil on you. And he's like, yeah, they call me the little devil. And I was obsessed with it. So I wanted to get a tattoo ever since then, too, from back in the 70s. And of course, I got a big devil head on me. That fucker, though, my skin doesn't hold red ink, I guess. When I got it, it was a real cool, vibrant red devil. And now it's an outline with some splotches in it. It's fucking funny.
mm.
What can you do?
So what? It's yours. I've never noticed it. Did it fade?
Yeah, it faded. You've seen my devil, right?
No, I don't. I'm not recalling seeing it.
Yeah, I got a big coop devil on my arm. It's under, I got the ICP tattoo. It's like right under the ICP tattoo. I'll show it to you next time you stop by.
Yeah, because I don't. I honestly don't remember seeing it. So
Yeah, dude. I figured you'd see it because it's the tattoo. It's the arm that faces you when I'm sitting out on the porch. So yeah, I got a big devil head on there, man. But like I said, it looks like it's like just the outline now because all the red has bled out over the years. Because you can still make out what it is, but it definitely doesn't look as cool as it used to. Is this going to be your first tat, Mike J?
Yeah,
Oh
I
man.
never, dude, I've never for the longest time I was never even gonna do that. I was like, nope, I'm never getting that shit. But now it's like with everything, I'm just like, fuck it, why not?
Dude,
Just do it.
it ain't gonna be your last, man. I'm telling you, it's something happens to you. I ain't lying, dude. Something happens to you. When you get one, you want another one right away. It's weird. It's fucking strange.
If he can survive the thorn tattoo, his next one should be a Bam Bam Bigelow tattoo.
Right on his head, man. That'd be fucking cool, dude.
Wait,
That'd
like
be fucking cool.
on the top of my head. That's
Yeah, he's that wrestler. You don't know who he is?
No, I know who he is, but I don't remember him having a tattoo on his head or anything.
Yeah, dude. He had the whole top of his head was flames.
Oh,
Yeah,
like that was his hair. Like he had flames all over the top of his head. He looks so badass, dude.
Yeah, he's about to see it. I'm gonna bring it up and he's gonna be like, oh shit. I'm sure he's seen it, but let me bring it up.
I know the name, and because that was back when I watched wrestling.
Oh,
So,
he was one of my favorites.
Me too, dude. He was always like the meanest looking dude there was back then,
And that's the thing about him too. It's like all the wrestlers that I loved as a kid, they had such sad, pathetic deaths. Like, you know what I mean? Like
I know, man.
Yeah, it's fucking sad.
They lived their life on top of the world and then died in the dirt, man. It's crazy stuff.
Right. Okay, this one won't upload, so there's plenty of other ones.
What the hell was it? Like, I'm just remembering that fucking WrestleMania game for Nintendo.
Yeah.
And I remember fucking Bam Bam Bigelow was in that because I remember that fucking music that played. Like, oh my god. Now I want to fucking play WrestleMania on Nintendo again.
Yeah, I got it on emulator. It's on my game stick too, man.
I need to get
dude, I got one of those
emulators and shit.
There you go, man.
Oh, yeah, that's him. I know that.
Yeah, see, man, his whole head. You got to get the head tattoo, man. That's what Chad looks like.
That would really fucking hurt.
I don't know. Well, it might, yeah. But man, you
motherfucker.
once you get that bug in you, I couldn't stop, dude. I got like 8 of them right away.
Because my head is kind of big.
Yeah, but
if I got Donald Pleasance's face on the top of my head.
That would be fucking weird. You know what I'm saying? Like the flames are okay, but Donald Pleasance's head on your head that's weird, man.
That would be something.
Yeah, and
I don't know how you expect that of me.
I don't know how you guys feel about this. But I love Steve-O, but he put a tattoo of himself on his body.
Yeah, dude, that was a bit much. But Steve-O's got a lot of other weird shit that he's like what, 52, 53, and he's still gluing pubes to himself. That's gross. Yeah, that picture was going around Halloween. That the Sasquatch picture where he had like 100 people donate their pubes, and he made a suit out of it and had him glued to his face, and it was disgusting, man. It was disgusting, dude. Sorry, I had to bring that up, but
that I could never do. Like, what the fuck?
yeah, that's too
Why?
gross, man. I couldn't even stand the thought of one pube on my face, man.
Mm.
Fucking anybody's pubes on my face. But, nah, girl, I'd be fine with a girl's pubes on my face.
Yeah, I
You
know.
know,
I've been there. Oh.
Yeah, I've had a few pubes on my face. Yeah. So that- I forget I'm on the air sometimes, and somebody might use that as a soundbite sometime. I got a pubes on my face. But yeah, once go ahead, Grandma.
Yeah, but if somebody sound clipped it, it won't matter because there's no face to go along with it. So
Yeah, that's true though. So yeah, that's
we live in the
you
we
know,
live in the day of deep. We live in the day where you could say it's a deep fake.
yeah, wasn't me, man. You can't prove it. Even though I was on the show earlier with my face, you know, you can't prove it now.
You're AI now. Thanks to the data center we're gonna get, we'll have better AI. So
It's everything's gonna. You know, that scares me because, like, when I heard it's a meta company, you know what I mean? It's like, God damn, they're gonna have. Are there gonna be people creeping around this town? They got everybody's data. Like, are we gonna be, you know, like, is there gonna be more of a chance that we're gonna get creeped on? You know, like all those jokes I say, you know, we talking about with not being suicidal, like. Are they going to fucking vet everybody in this town after the fucking data center comes in?
well,
You know, like
the lady when I went to sign the petition today, one of the ladies that was there said that some of the AI companies are actually losing money because they're building all these centers, but people aren't paying. They're using all the free. They're using all the free AI stuff. Where
right,
so because, like for example, Google. When I was going to up my Google Drive to have 2 terabytes of storage, because doing the radio and doing this is taking up storage. So I
right.
need storage. So I upped it. But there's an option to pay $200 a year, and they give you access and a lot of credits to use all that Google AI. And see, that's the thing. A lot of these good AIs want to charge you like $20 a month to use it. Well, a lot of
Yeah.
people aren't paying that kind of money. So they're
Especially
actually
when, you know,
so
especially when we got like 85 streaming services and music services, and you know, people don't want to pay another $20 for some more bullshit. But
so
yeah,
they're
I was doing it for 6 months, and then I was like, nope,
yeah,
not anymore.
so a lot of them aren't making as much as they thought. So there was an article she read where they said, "Well, we'll just keep building and keep growing, and then when we start to fail, we'll just ask the government for a bailout." So, there's at least they have goals. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's doomed to fail. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great.
Right.
Yeah, but
Great
you know
goal to
what?
have.
I kind of want to see AI fail. You know, but then I could be wrong. You know, I wanted to see cell phones fail. I didn't think that you know, a little Palm Pilot cell phone like we got, you know, smartphone like we got now. I didn't think they were going to take off. I thought people were going to be like, nah, you know, people aren't going to want to go on the internet on a little phone and all that shit. And hell, now I use my phone 28 hours a day.
I like AI. I use it because I'm not very artistic, and I don't have the if I was making money at this, if I had some Logan Paul, fucking Joe Rogan money, I would hire people to do all the artwork for me who could actually do artwork. But when you're
Right.
trying to do something on your own, you got to go with the resources you can use. And well, AI is a resource that I can use. I'm not against it because I'm not one of those. This is one of the conspiracy theories I don't fall for. Until a computer can stop me from unplugging you from the wall, I'm pretty sure they can't. They're not going to be able to take over the world because we can shut off their power. I mean,
Yeah, we can, and we can adapt pretty quickly without power. So
right. But I think it is a useful tool that right now is being abused. And I don't mean like in a bad way, but it's in a bad way, but not like the same concept of what you mean by bad. Somebody makes one video on AI, and then 40 million people want to see if they can improve upon the same concept. For a long time there, all I was watching was Bigfoot videos in the woods. Now
Right.
it's people with their faces turning into cake. So it's like it goes through these phases where one person does something cool on AI, and now everybody and their fucking mother are doing the same thing.
Right.
I don't like to do trendy stuff. I just don't. So I think AI is a good tool. Should lawyers be using it to make papers? Well, no, because it gets wrong. But if you're running a show like this, or running a radio station, or even doing your own this or that, your own little paper, doing your own business, selling candles, whatever, using AI to make pictures and to do advertisement flyers, it's not bad, because you're just going to prompt it. And it's going to create the design from your prompt. So AI has a place in society. I really believe it has a place in society because it can be helpful. It's just when a multi-million-dollar company like Warner Brothers or Universal or fucking Comcast, and they want to use AI to make their movie posters and this and that, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
When you're a $1 million company, you can afford to pay somebody $27, $30 an hour to make you a movie poster. That's where I think AI gets a bad rap, because there are a lot of good, talented artists out there who would love to make money doing art, but now they have to compete with AI. And that's where I say the human factor should come in first. People, like I said earlier, I can be gruff, I can be rude, I can be a cocksucker, but I still care about people. Before you go, if you have the money to hire somebody, before you go down that AI path, talk to somebody. Get a real artist to come in and make it for you. Like now, Spotify is getting slammed with AI music, and it all sounds the same to me. At the end of the day,
I don't like it.
so it's like, AI has its uses, and I don't hate it. I just don't think the centers that run AI need to be in a residential area, and people need to stop relying on it if you don't need to. And I'm telling you, Hollywood, all these people, like Kerry King from Slayer, when he did his last solo album, according to everything that I've heard, I don't know if it's true, I don't know if he's ever said anything, but people think that the album cover for that last album he did was an AI generated picture, because people were picking out details in the picture that were aspects of other artists' work where they could see similarities, so they think it was AI. Now, I don't think Kerry King's ever come out and said anything, but that's what I'm saying. I like Kerry King, but he can afford to pay somebody to make him a legit album cover. So that's where I am on artist side, but I think getting rid of AI completely, I think that's not simple-minded, but one-way thinking. It does have its uses. Yeah, I don't want a doctor using AI, when he's going to do surgery on my gallbladder or nothing. But, if Michael J is going to use it to run his little ass rabbit in red, who did it hurt? Nobody. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Pretty
for
much.
sure.
Yeah, that is the. I mean, and I'm still not that good at using it, but
I've got it pretty down pat. Sometimes I have to argue with it. I'll tell it 3 times to do something. Like it'll do something wrong. It'll be the best picture in the world, but the font will be bad. So I'll say, hey, the font's messed up. I said do it this way. Can you fix it? So it fixes the font, but then it changed the picture.
Yeah,
And
and that's
I
what
tried-
they say. You have to train it or some shit.
Right. So I should have said keep the same image and change the font, but he made a whole new. I call him he because but it made a whole new picture. So it does drive me crazy when I use it, but I have to prompt it a bunch of times. But I found out the hard way: if you take the image that AI gives you and put it in Photoshop, you can't do dick all with it. I tried to black out something he wrote, and when you put the black across it, I used the screen. I spray painted the black across it. You could still see the words.
Wow.
So it's like that. It's creating an image, and it's creating a JPEG image for you, but it's not actually a JPEG image that you can manipulate. At least that I could figure out. Now I'm not the best with Photoshop, so I know a little bit, enough to get by. But I don't know it, 100%. So I don't know if there's a way to do it, but it seems like it's different artwork. You can't really manipulate it, and it's weird. So you really gotta, when you're using your prompts, you have to really use those prompts. You've got to this is what I want. You got to be detailed. You got to treat it like a baby. You got to treat it like it's a child. You got to talk to it like it's a dumb child, because it'll, like I said, I didn't say to keep the image. I said, fix the font, and it changed the image and everything. I was like, you motherfucker. No, but I'm not against it. I'm not against it. I mean, there's certain things I'm against, like, because, they can't keep our security good. I'm against digital IDs.
Oh, me too, man.
Fucking the day the UK announced they were doing the digital IDs and they weren't going to change their mind, fucking one of the biggest hacks at Discord happened, and people thought their IDs that were uploaded to prove their identity got leaked. It's like, really?
Oh.
They can't even protect our ID, but they want us to be all digital. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, that I don't like that. No. Thankfully, I don't use Discord that often, so.
I don't use. I have it. I have an account, but I don't use it. I have an account at Reddit. I don't really use that much because sometimes the people on Reddit are weird, and I don't want to associate with them. So I don't use
Reddit. I got banned. I got banned from Reddit.
What did you do to get banned?
I created an account back when I was trying to get shows for the network. So I went into a podcast forum on Reddit, and I just posted that I was looking for people who were interested in hosting shows on my network, and I, posted that stuff. So I get a notification like 30 seconds after I posted, and it's like, your post has been deleted and you have been banned from this forum because you can't come in and just post that. You have to, like, I don't know, interact with people first before you just go and, like, solicit them for something. And I'm like, I'm really not soliciting, but, because I'm not, like, charging them to do anything. I'm asking if they want to be involved. But they banned me from like this subreddit or whatever the fuck it is, and I'm just like, I'm done with this. I just fuck it.
Can't believe Murray knows a thing or two about being banned from stuff on the internet.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a pretzels.
Because he's been in Facebook jail more times than I can imagine. Than I can even.
Yeah. And I just got banned from Threads.
They finally got you.
Yep, twice.
What did you do on Threads?
Oh, you don't want to know, man.
If you really want to ruffle some feathers and really get yourself in trouble, there's a guy who made a video of this. He created a Blue Sky account, and he wanted
Blue Sky is funny.
He wanted to see how fast he could get banned. I think it took him about an hour. Before he finally got banned. But really? Yeah, he created a Blue Sky account, and those guys can get butthurt really quick.
Oh my God, that's butthurt central on Blue Sky. No, on Threads, I'll put it this way.
Mm-hmm.
I did so much shit on Threads that I don't know what I got banned for. You know what I mean? Like, yes. There's a lot of bots on Threads. You know what I mean? There's a lot of bots and fake propaganda accounts. And I would be incredibly abusive to those people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, saying like horrible shit, like, I'll let your mom blow me while I'm taking a Taco Bell shit kind of stuff, and, it just, yeah, just bad stuff.
Oh,
And
no.
I eventually got banned on the 2 accounts I had, and I have a 3rd account, but I'm trying to keep it nice and keep it to like animal videos, and the political stuff is what gets me to tell people when I know it's blatant, like when it's blatantly like they're trying to manipulate how people think. That's when I'll attack them. I'm nice to everybody usually, but when it smells phony, I go after that stuff. Then I was banned on Twitter.
Yep. The one person
Wait,
on
you
Facebook.
got banned on Twitter too?
Well,
think you
not
could.
now. Now that Elon's back, I got back on there,
okay.
but I did get a strike. Though, I thought it was the Wild West again of free speech on Twitter, but I called somebody a fag. And I got I'm sorry,
Oh,
we're on
really?
YouTube. I don't know if you can say that word. I'm sorry if I'm getting us in.
You can say it. I don't care. It's fine.
I don't know if you're getting us in trouble.
Paul might care, but I don't care.
The one thing about the one person on Facebook that I can't believe has not blocked you, and this goes to show that this person doesn't actually run their fucking page. I can't believe George Takai hasn't fucking banned this page. Because I'll be scrolling through my fucking feed, and George Takai will show up, and then as I keep scrolling, I'll see a comment, and it's you. And I'm like, this is why it's in my feed, because you commented. Because I used to follow him, and I don't follow him anymore, but he shows up in my feed, and it's because of you. Every time you comment, it shows it to me. Like, hey, your friend commented on this. You might find this interesting.
Right, yeah.
Yep. That's why I don't think anybody pays attention on that page, and I don't think he actually runs it, because I can't believe he'd let you keep posting the shit you post.
I attacked George Takai. I am not a fan. As I'm sure you've gathered already, I am not a George Takai fan whatsoever.
Yeah, you shouldn't be mean to Sulu, dude.
Well, I like Sulu. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with Star Trek, and the original is certainly my favorite.
Yeah.
But I can't. I don't like George Takai. I just don't. And I've said some pretty harsh shit to him.
I know, poor guy lived in an internment camp, dude, and you're so mean.
I know.
Jesus. Oh God, they were just
I'm terrible. I'm terrible.
If anybody's gonna send a hit squad after you, it's gonna be George.
All right. I didn't see the one I put up today.
Oh no, that one hasn't come across my feed.
No.
All right. It's a gigantic log of shit. That's about 2 feet long.
It was really shit. I can't stand it.
No, yeah, it was a big poop log or something that looked like a poop log. It was laid out on a toilet seat with toilet paper underneath it.
I couldn't look at it. I couldn't look at it.
You'd laugh. And I put, look at this Takai loaf I left. Look at this log of Takai I left.
Because when George first got on Facebook, I was I followed him because
I thought he was funny. I thought he was like cool. It's like, wow, Sulu's a cool guy and he's relevant, and
right. He was doing Howard Stern and he was doing his oh my thing all over the place. And I thought,
they still do that on Stern with that.
So I thought,
me too. That's why I followed him.
Right. And then he got too political.
Yep.
And I was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't. He got too political. Like so far I've been able to so far I've been able to still stomach Stephen King because I don't follow him on anywhere, but when his tweets come up, he's kind of slowed down from
Yeah, a little bit from what he was like 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah,
right.
that was a hard one for me too. Like he got so political, but I love Stephen King so much that I really tried to separate it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's like I understand what you're saying, Steve, and I certainly don't agree with most of the shit you're saying. But dude, you're Stephen King. Like you've been such a staple of my life for so many years, you know,
Well,
and
you
pop
did hear.
culture and everything.
Well, did you hear what Billy Bob Thornton said the other day? He said Billy Bob Thornton said that he wished that actors and actresses when they would go to award shows
Oh yeah,
talking
I
about
heard that.
politics.
Yeah, I would just shut up for a minute.
Right. See, I'm okay with celebrities giving us their opinion on politics if it's their own personal YouTube page. Because I'm the kind of person that believes that YouTube page is yours. And you should be
Yeah,
able to say whatever you want on it. And if you're a public figure, you're bound to get people who are going to disagree with you and probably very harshly. But you're a celebrity. You're supposed to, that comes with the territory. But when it comes to award shows, I'm with Billy Bob, man. Just shut up. Don't we don't need to hear that crap. Let's just talk about the movie. Let's talk about the experience you had making the movie, the joy you had with all the other actors and actresses. You don't have to be, you don't have to make a political statement
yeah,
every.
big political statement. It's just
Right.
because most people are sick of it anyway, you know?
I'm definitely.
Yeah.
I talk about it on my radio show from time to time, and I talk about it because I get so upset. But I'm just,
There's a difference between venting and like what seems like pushing an agenda. You know, because sometimes those people don't seem genuine. You know what I'm saying? Like it just seems like another role they're playing
right. Like
with some of the shit they're saying. Like it doesn't seem real. Like a real
right,
person wouldn't act like that. I don't know.
right. Like I have an agenda. I have an agenda to get tons of followers and to at least make $50 a month doing this. So I have an agenda, and
That'd be nice.
agenda. I do push my agenda, but I'm not. I do it in an entertaining way. You know.
Yeah, but yeah, your agenda is different though. I mean, personal like success and everything. That's one thing, but these people. What I meant by that is, it feels like they have a scripted statement, like who's ever funding these people and like their producers and the people that are hyping these people up, their agents and stuff like that. Like it seems like they're giving marching orders, like you need to say this. And yeah, because some of the times I don't think their opinions are either that strong or genuine, like that there's something behind it. And it just,
Right. It's just
yeah,
like that's why I don't. That's why I get mad. I don't want to follow. I don't belong to any political party because you get all these people who run around bitching. Oh, it's George Soros money. Oh, there goes George Soros money. Oh, there goes George Soros money. And they forget that they used to have a couple of guys called the Koch brothers who used to do that kind of shit.
yeah, you know, and now we got like BlackRock and stuff that, you
Right.
know, like they all pay for these opinions, you know, like a
Right.
lot of these protests that are going around now, like it feels like they're so manipulated. Like it doesn't feel organic, you know. It's like they're orchestrated events that
Right.
yeah, Soros pays for a lot, you know, and then you get the Hollywood goons behind those causes, and you don't. Nothing feels genuine anymore, man.
There's been a lot of YouTubers who have gone to Portland for all the ice stuff that was going on. And they did bring up a point. These people are well fed, and it's like, don't they have jobs? some of these people have been protesting for days and days. And it's like,
Yeah,
where are they sleeping? And people are saying that there's apartments that are being rented out and they're
yeah,
going there and sleeping. So but I believe it's a both side thing. I think both sides have millionaires who pay for these these.
yeah. These events and to sway public opinion. Like
I don't.
it's so different now. It's back before the internet and everything. Propaganda was easy. They just had to have a couple studios to film their bullshit and put it out over the television and news channels. Now you have to have viral videos and staged events and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I think both sides stage a lot of bullshit. Like have to say, like during BLM and stuff, and like the beginning of the war in Gaza and all that kind of stuff, YouTubers were coming forward saying, yeah, I was offered $5,000 to, promote BLM and promote Israel and all this kind of stuff. And it really makes you wonder how much is genuine. Like, so when you start seeing opinions like that from Hollywood stars and big time YouTubers and stuff like that, like you can't help but wondering who's paying for what. Like, cause this doesn't, and that's why I think they were so scared of January 6th. And they still talk about that because January 6th was an organic protest that happened because a lot of people were pissed off because of what was going on. And I think that really scared them. Like, okay, we can have all these manufactured and incited riots and protests and everything, but they're all controlled by the billionaires and stuff. And January 6th was actually the American people stepping up. And
My thoughts on the January 6th thing is it was organic at first, but I think
then it was instigated after that. Yeah.
I think both sides saw how crowded and how full this was, so they sent people. Both sides sent in people to Rebel House. I think the last true organic, there were two that come to memory of the last two, even if they were misguided. I'm not. One of these was misguided, but they were both kind of misguided. The last two generic or natural feeling protests to me, like word of mouth, that had nothing to do with politics, was the Wall Street one that happened many moons ago.
Occupy Wall Street, yeah.
Right. Which I found funny that all these people were protesting Wall Street and every single one of them had an iPhone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you really want to take down big money in the banks, you got to stop, corporations, you got to stop buying their shit. So a little misguided. And then remember when all those people got together in canoes in California, blocking the oil tankers from getting through?
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, not realizing that all the stuff they were wearing, the kayaks, the paddles of their kayaks.
Oh, we're all made out of petroleum. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, if it wasn't for oil, you wouldn't be out in the water right now. So, as misguided as they are, I believe that the protests, they were at least natural. It was a good roots, word of mouth, got everybody together. It didn't have anything to do with politics. I can't believe my eyes and my ears anymore because I don't know what is true and what has been designed and manufactured to be true.
Exactly. That's where I'm at too. Like, and that's the problem. And I think they know it. And I think they know that a lot of us are getting to the point where we think everything is synthetic anymore and nothing is working, like it's because doesn't it seem like every other week it's some new thing that's supposed to be designed to get everybody outraged and rioting and protesting, and nothing sticks anymore. Nothing works. So it's something new every single week. And I think people are just shutting it off. Like, it just doesn't. They're realizing that they're putting all this money into these bullshit charades, and it's not. They're not getting the results they did in 2020. You know, like
Yeah,
we 2020 in itself is a conspiracy theory. You know what I mean? The
yeah.
entire year.
It's look, as far as I know, we've been lied to our entire life. Like people will say, people like my age and boomers and whatnot. Well, back in my day, but we don't know. We honestly don't know. There could have been people pulling the strings for the longest time. We just don't know, and we'll never know. But it just goes to show if other governments were being shadow run, like what if somebody was pulling the strings, during the Turks and the Julius Caesar days? We'll never fucking know,
We'll never, yeah.
Right.
Just because it gets in history is written by the victors, so we don't know if any of that shit is real. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
That's crazy stuff.
Yeah, it's just we live in a weird world, and that's why I just do my own thing, I do the radio show, I play video games, I get lost in World of Warcraft. I don't let anything, I want to run for city council, but I believe in local politics. Like I was angry the other day and I went off and was bitching and moaning, and my wife was rolling her eyes because I was off on a tyrant. But fucking, why do we need the government? They were closed for 40 something fucking days or whatever it was. Let the states run themselves and negotiate with other states. We don't need the fucking feds. Yeah, there's some issues. There's some things the feds take care of that we'd have to get worked out, but let's just get rid of the federal government. Let the states run things themselves. And I was just so agitated. It's like, but I believe in local government still because there's no electoral, no nothing. When you vote, that's like here in Wisconsin. Illinois has made firearm ownership one of the most difficult things in the world to do. And Wisconsin's had its share of tragic events, but they have never tried to ban any kind of weapons. And that's because on a local level, those people would be voted out of office so fast because Wisconsinites love their guns, they love to go hunting, and they wouldn't put up with it. So that's what I'm saying. State elections, state stuff is more important because you live in the state. Unless you live in Washington, D.C., you shouldn't.
Which is just a little tiny speck. It's like the Vatican.
Right.
Isn't it weird? Like the Vatican, Washington, D.C., and like the Bank of London pretty much run everything. And they're not even real states. But I agree with you. It should just be state legislation all over the.
Right. So that's why I pay attention to the local stuff, and I feel I don't know. I don't have any answers. I'm not the Shell Answer Man. I don't fucking know everything, but I don't pretend to know everything. That's the problem nowadays. Everybody's a know-it-all.
Right.
Oh, they know. Oh, I know. You don't know nothing, because I don't know nothing. That's why I said healthy debate is good. Let's discuss it. Let's figure it out. If we can't come to terms and work it out, then let's just go our own separate ways. But everybody wants you to believe what they believe. They want you. This is the way it is. This is the way it should be. And it's just like we're not getting along. But the conspiracy theorist in me thinks that's the way they want it, though.
Oh, for sure. They don't want us to organize, and they just want to keep us all messed up.
Yeah, they all want us, just like I didn't know this. Found this out today. When they reopened the government, there was something slid into the bill that bans THC.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I heard of that.
So there's going to be gummies and stuff that are going to disappear because the government doesn't want anything made with THC.
Yeah, because the people found a loophole and could sell some stuff, and the government's not getting enough money. So,
Right.
even
So,
though they're taxing it, but they're not taxing it enough, I think, is what their issue is. It's a crock of shit. So yeah, all those local hemp stores and stuff. I think we got 4 of them in Janesville. They're all going to have to shut down.
yep. So
Yeah, and I know a couple girls that work at those things. So
they're screwed. And I know right now it's hard to get vape stuff because they fucked everybody over on that. But
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. This is something that really, really pisses me off. All right. Every fucking thing that they take away from me as a fucking adult, their reasoning behind it, well, we got to protect the kids. All right, then release those fucking names and shit, dude. Oh, well, blah, blah, blah. It's like all the government says is they want to protect the kids, but I don't believe them. That's just their excuse because they know it will tear at people's heartstrings. Oh.
yeah, it'll just destroy tons of shit, man.
Right. Just like here locally. I don't know if you heard about this, but some kid made some threats to Parker High School.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah. And some people were in the comments talking about, oh, he's just a kid. He probably said something he shouldn't. They should, don't ruin his life over this.
Right. Yeah. Because and it was a different time, back then, but we've all said dumb shit.
See, I disagree with them. If in this day and age, the way society is, and you're in high school, you should know better. It's not like some elementary kid who's just, you're not fully mature when you're in high school, but if this same kid, okay, see, this is what makes me mad. People do this nitpicky thing. Oh, he was just trying to, get some attention. He just wanted some attention. They should just slap him on the wrist. Now, what if this same kid had took a girl on a date and he raped her or he murdered her? Would they be saying, oh, well, he didn't really realize what he was doing. He didn't.
Yeah, he was just a kid. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Well, if you commit a crime, you commit a crime. You should be punished like you committed a crime. There should not be if a 4-year-old did it, that's a different story. Because a 4-year-old actually doesn't know anything. But if you're 17 years old and you kill somebody, I say throw the book. Because obviously either you're an evil person or there's something wrong with you and you shouldn't be walking the streets anyway.
Right, yeah.
So, and I know a lot of people don't agree with me, but that's the good thing about, living here. They don't have to agree with me. And but see, I'm one of those kind of guys. I see a comment, I move on. I don't fucking engage these people. Like Murray loves to engage people.
That's my whole thing. I love to fight with them, man.
Mm-hmm.
I live to be an asshole to those people. It's got me in trouble. And, I'm genuinely afraid that some people are going to see some of the stuff I wrote and be like, dude, Murray, we didn't know you were that mean,
Mm-hmm.
But it is what it is.
So, but it's just, that's why I've been spending so much time, buying all these old movies and TV shows. And I'm just trying to chill, live the rest of my life in peace. I let my
I'm just going to listen to records and try to shut out the political stuff and just keep everything like music based going forward. And now that things are so messed up, the whole food stamp thing, like, I don't like any of them anymore, dude. After what they pulled with the food stamp shit and how funny the government starts running like what? 3 days after the election's over. It's like the same shit with COVID. Like the day after COVID was over. Oh, we got the vaccine for the the virus. So, we're going to lift the COVID illusion off you, all you people. Like, it's fucking bullshit, dude. I hate them all.
Yeah, it drives me nuts.
Yeah, I'm just going to listen to music and watch movies and shit. But right now, folks, I am going to go get something to eat, man.
All right.
I'm gonna log out, go get something to eat, have a smoke, probably go take a hearty dump, and then go to bed. So,
All
but
right.
shit, I will see you on Tuesday, Mike J.
That is right. We will be
Yeah.
We will be starting Tuesday at 6. You will be joining me for Rabbit and Red.
Yeah.
as
What's the
new
discussion topic?
permanent co-host. See, we should think about this because I don't know. It was set for like cringy or like disturbing horror movies,
Okay.
but I don't know if we want to maybe do something different. I don't know. Let's think on it and
Yeah, that's
see.
fine. I'm fine with disturbing horror movies. I just have to. I certainly got a list of a few to discuss. So,
Yeah,
but yeah,
that's it
we'll
definitely.
get on that. So, I'll get up with you later and
All
think on
right.
it. And I'm pretty good at doing shit on the fly. So, if you
Yeah,
come up with
no,
a topic, let me know and I'll come up with some stuff. So,
yeah, no,
and
that's cool. That works. That works.
G Paw, I should have the next week's episode of concerts throughout time. I should have that done hopefully way sooner this week. Now that I've been on the computer so much, I'm getting used to it again. So, all right. I will see you guys later then, man.
All right.
All right, man.
Bye.
See ya.
Later.
Bye. Get out of here.
All right. So, with that being said, I'll time to do some plugging here.
Plugging.
Let's see. We're on Rabbit and Red right now. Oh, my cheat sheet. Boom. Let me get my cheat sheet. As soon as my thumbprint. Okay, there we go. So, I gotta go through all the naked chick pics I got, and then
All right.
a lot of naked chicks on my phone. So, all right. So Mondays, 7 p.m. You have the current cut.
It will be new this Monday.
All right. And then Tuesdays, as Murray mentioned, at 6 p.m., Rabbit and Red Radio Live. So we got that.
Mm-hmm.
And then that same night at 7 p.m., you've got This is Ska. And then nothing on Wednesday. Not here. There's something on Wednesdays at GTN, but not here. And then Grandpa's World Live, like you're watching now, Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. And then at 11 p.m. Eastern, on the same night, you've got St. Christopher Presents Freak Radio. And then you've got
probably going to be a repeat tonight. Because
it's going to be a repeat?
Dude, I still don't have the episode.
You didn't give it to you yet?
No, so I guess there's not one. Or
okay, so it'll be a rerun tonight.
Yeah.
But it'll be there. But he's got enough. It's been running for over a year, so he's got plenty of episodes to choose from.
Yeah.
So that's not gonna be a problem. So, and then anything Posy Friday nights at 11 p.m. And if you want to know where to go, you got youtube.com/Rabbit and Red Podcast Network. You've got facebook.com/Real Rabbit and Red Radio. And then you got their main site, Rabbit and Red Podcast Network.com. Mm-hmm. So make sure you go to those locations and check out all the stuff that you want for Rabbit and Red. And it's so new, I keep forgetting. Don't forget, don't forget to click the link over at Rabbit and Red's website to go to Rabbit and Red TV, because we have lots of information that you can watch. Lots of entertainment that you can watch over at Rabbit and Red TV. You want to know more?
Hard Harry. Hard Harry.
You know more. If you want to know more, use your finger and click the link, so you won't be disappointed. I mean, you could get disappointed, but we hope you won't be. So Rabbit and Red TV, check it out. As for GTN, don't forget tomorrow night is Friday night at 9 p.m. Big Murr's got his Big Murr Presents Concerts Across Time.
Mm-hmm.
This week, he's got REO Speedwagon from the 70s. So it's an REO Speedwagon concert. Make sure you check that out. And then Saturday on Grandpa's Playlist, that's at Murray's at 9 p.m. Central. Grandpa's Playlist is at 8 p.m. Central. And I am going to be doing the album Mystery to Me by Fleetwood Mac. So make sure you tune in for that. The following week is going to be even more special and more interesting. So going to be two rare albums. Well, not the Fleetwood Mac one's kind of rare. It's not rare. It's available, but a lot of people don't know about. Everybody tends to remember the Buckingham Nicks era of Fleetwood Mac, but there was an era before that, and that's what I'm covering on Saturday. The following week will be just a classic album, but you'll see. And then Sunday at 10 a.m. is Soothing Sounds. And then Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central, 6 Pacific, you have Getting Live with Ace.
Mm-hmm.
I know last week he had a little bit of a technical issue that was way beyond his control. Nothing he did. So the episode was kind of broken. He was off the air for like a good hour or so. Then he went back, but there was no air. There was no replay to air because it was such an off night. So, but he will be back on Tuesday. So at least we hope he will be. He's busy with his movie coming out, Return of Death Park, coming out in December. So there might be some episodes he might not be able to do. Who knows? Only he knows. But that's Tuesday nights. And then Wednesday night at 8 p.m., it's Grandpa's Music Sideshow. So make sure you check that out. And that's everything over at GTN Radio. You can listen over at grandpathenerd.com. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook at Grandpa's Playlist and Grandpa the Nerd at all the social medias. And I think that's all I got. I think that's it. I think that's all the plug-in I need. And if I forgot something, it's all right. It's not going to kill us to forget something every once in a while.
I'm very excited to for the Dark Side of Animation premiere on Sunday. I think that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, that's going to be. I'm looking forward to that too. I think people will like it. So, all right then. With that being said, I'm going to lower us and I'm going to get out of it. You got anything else you want to bring up besides the...
I have a request that I was thinking about for you, but we'll get to that off the air because
Okay. All right then. Well, I'm going to take us off and take us out. So until next week, we'll be seeing you. Bye.
Later.